Yo, 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 yo. We talking 3-4 today, man. So without further ado, come on into the Black Cat Panther podcast, man. We're gonna get into it as we do.
Appreciate it, Mr. J. What's up? This is Thomas Davis, man, and you are watching the Black Cat Panther podcast. Make sure y'all tune in all season long.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking them all? Ay, ay, walking the door, you know what happened? We step on the floor. Ay, ay, coming from on, you don't want partners, you already know it. Ay, ay, come on, to it, you already know I'm finna go do it. Ay, yeah, I'm locked in, and I feel like Mark 10. Ay, walking to a room, chest up with my chin. Ay, already finished for this joint, even begin. Ay, when is what I am, I cannot ever pretend. Ay, yeah, never pretend. Ay, back in the lab again. Ay, you when I touching the friends, ayy. You when I touching the can, ayy. Putting the points on the board, I'm killing the boys, you know what it is, ayy. Switching the moves, no number two, I came in to win. Said I'm tapped in with the action, if it got the master on the master, I can never move passive. I'm active, I can make them go close on this castle. Wanna know who running it, just ask us. On the track, I'm gunning it, I'm blasting this, that gas, and diesel, Shack and dog.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat, ayy, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast, my whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat.
Yo, 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 yo. Y'all in the right place, man. Without further ado, your boys is in the building. I had to do this show today because one, I got gas on my chest. I feel a certain way about the way a 3-4 has been depicted. I feel a certain way that it seemingly be we have forgotten what a 3-4 is, how to utilize a 3-4 defense, how to come out and let's see, have space eaters and sideline to sideline fellas, and we're forgetting number one, what's the most important thing in establishing and building a 3-4 defense. So without further ado, your boy is always prepared. I'm going to play a little bit of this audio. I want you guys to hear it and tell me what you think about it. Without further ado, come on in the building and subscribe on your way on in, man. We're going to get into it.
The 3-4 defense has a lot of variations and nuances in how players are aligned. At its core, a 3-4 has 3 defensive linemen and 4 linebackers. The notable difference between a 3-4 and 4-3 is the type of defensive lineman playing them. The 4-3 typically creates one-on-ones for their players at the line of scrimmage, while the 3-4 eats up blockers on the offensive line to allow their second-level players to make plays. While the 3-4 only has 3 defensive linemen, the Sam and Will linebackers are typically walked down at the line of scrimmage and play as stand-up edge rushers. The 3-4 is a little more flexible than the 4-3. The 3-4 has the ability for defenses to both 2-gap or 1-gap. Outside linebackers are the premier players in the 3-4, and they must be able to pass rush, hold up against the run, and occasionally drop into pass coverage. The interior 3 linemen skew more towards being space eaters to keep offensive linemen from getting up to the middle linebackers. The 3-4 has so many looks, it can be hard for the offense to deal with. Those looks can be slight changes in alignments to better demand blocks, dropping outside linebackers into coverage and only rushing 3, or bringing 5-man pressures by rushing both outside linebackers. The 3-4 is flexible from play to play, and that makes it hard for offenses to game plan against. If the interior 3 linemen in the 3-4 cannot demand blocks and prevent offensive linemen from climbing to the second level, the linebackers must be exceptional players. The nose in the 3-4 has to demand 2 blockers, otherwise linebackers will have to sift through traffic and shed the blocks of bigger offensive linemen. Those defensive linemen also must free up the outside linebackers for one-on-one pass rushing situations. The 3-4 defense has a lot of flexibility. It can change alignments to better attack offensive formations while keeping the same personnel on the field. It needs athletic players at the outside linebacker position and guys who can eat blocks on the inside for it to be at its most effective.
All right. So that was a little bit of laying the foundation of what a actual 3-4 is. And what was said is in a 3-4, it's basically letting you know you need three space eaters to be in a 3-4. Three guys, three big cogs that'll take up a one gap and a two gap. You get what I'm saying? Basically an A gap and a B gap. You want three guys that can come out here and be able, instead of having four in a typical 4-3 or typical defense that you see, you have three guys that could literally move and take on double teams all the way across the board. So, with that being said, if you are to successfully build a 3-4 defense as a Carolina Panther right now, as it stands, have we successfully had three guys that can command double teams on this front line? I'll wait. No, we haven't had that. Let's be real. We haven't had a guy on Derek Brown's level. We haven't had a guy that could come out here and give you similar production from the same viewpoint of taking on double teams. A simple task, taking on double teams, being able to maneuver from gap to gap and taking up space, enough space that way your linebackers can run free. The point of a 3-4, and you heard the man say, if you don't have space eaters on the front, you better have some exceptional linebackers. The man literally just said that out of his mouth. If you don't have exceptional space eaters, you better have some damn near special type of linebackers. Because otherwise, the most successful part of a 3-4 defense is the three. But goddamn it, you better have four of them motherfuckers that can get home. Now, I have been told that it does not matter about linebacker play in a 3-4. Once again, another motherfucker that was wrong. It doesn't matter about having linebackers to get from A to B. It doesn't matter about having people that can come in here and roam free from sideline to sideline or drop back in coverage whenever a running back run across the middle or whenever a damn slot receiver comes across the middle. It doesn't fucking matter to have a linebacker to be able to stop that. That's where I'm at with this stupid shit. I have been told the shit don't fucking matter. Oh, this is gonna be a good one today. Y'all come on in the building, man. Like and subscribe. Like I said, this gonna be some shit today. I fucked around and fucked around today. You know, because it's been marinating in my spirit to come out here and talk about this shit today. Because the number one thing in a 3-4, you commit to getting three guys that can command double teams. You got Derek Brown, and halfway, piece of the way, you got Ashawn Robinson. Now, that's the point of us saying at pick number 8, you go and you get Mason Graham. Or fucking the other boy from Michigan, Grant. You're gonna get one of them two motherfuckers and plug them in the middle, because at the point of attack, you need three space eaters. Once you have accomplished that, that's the basis of a 3-4 defense. That's the core. That's the frame of the house. You get what I'm saying? It's the fucking frame of the house of a 3-4. But make no mistake, you got to put fucking windows. You got to put sheetrock. You got to put layers to this motherfucker too, in order for it to be a successful house that you're building. You need linebackers, and the man said it in the video. If you don't have three good space eaters, you better have some damn good linebackers in the 3-4. Around here, you got Josie Jewell, you got Jadeveon Clowney, and you got some other niggas. That's where the fuck we at. Josie Jewell is on his last day. He should be a backup. Slow foot. I saw JP put that shit in the chat a few minutes ago talking about Landon Barton. Well, guess what, motherfucker? You already got one slow foot ass nigga already through the door. You already got one. Oh yeah, it's gonna be some powerful niggatry up in here today. I'm feeling the nigga. Oh man, the ancestry of niggatry is in my spirit today. Yes, sir. Now he already done talk about one slow foot ass nigga up in here already. Now, be mindful. In a team where you just selected the young bull from Kentucky last year. Now, he is an outside linebacker. He is not an inside linebacker. So in a 4-3, you need 4 capable linebackers. We're going to put Jadeveon Clowney down as a capable linebacker here, only because of his history and his experience and his ability to be in 3-4s and function normally and drop back in coverage. Oh, you goddamn right, Logic. We starting this motherfucker off right today. As a matter of fact, Logic, I'm going to send you the link, goddammit. I'm going to send you the link because I know you know better. You know better. Niggas around here don't know no better. I know you know better. Because like I said, when you're building a core, a foundation, a premise of where the fuck you trying to go, you got to make sure that you lay the foundation. These sons of bitches here don't want to lay the foundation to where you need to get to. Yes, the single most important thing is having D tackles. I said that last time in the last video we did. That's the single most important thing to the 3-4. But nigga, the next most important thing ain't no motherfucking corner, ain't no goddamn safety. It ain't none of that shit there. The next most important thing in a 3-4 is having side-to-side linebackers that these D tackles who take up space clean and create space for. Now, understand what I said. You got Trevor Wallace, a.k.a. Young Bull. You got that motherfucker there. Good job on picking him. He is a nigga that can come out here and potentially give you 100 tackles. Okay. Job well done. You have him in space. You have him in place right now. But you got to pick 2 other motherfuckers. 2 interior. Because Jadeveon Clowney is an outside. Josie Jewell is not the fucking future. I'll tell you that shit there right now. If you think that Josie Jewell is the future of this fucking team, you a jackass. You jackass. He hard, motherfucker. Now, I'm putting it out here because, simply put, once you get your 3 space eaters, you need a direct core that's around this team to be surrounded, because the front 7 is what makes a defense. Motherfuckers keep telling me it's not the front 7. Don't worry about the front 7. What the fuck are we doing here? Hell, are we going to build a defense and you telling me the front 7 is not important? Type of shit is this? Please understand what I'm saying. We back to the 3. You got your core 3. Say you get a Mason Graham, you got Derek Brown, and like I said, you could put Ashawn Robinson. I'm just sliding him in there because he's a good run stopper. He ain't that good against getting to the quarterback, but we need D tackles in the 3-4. You need them to flourish in tackles for loss, which means that they shoot up the gap, which means that they're always in the backfield because they relish on double teams and being disruptive. That's the foundation. Your 0 tech, your 3 tech, that's your foundation. That's your foundation. You got 5 techniques that D tackles play. You need to make sure you understand what you got. Once you got that established, you get this thing in a 3-4 that's called a box linebacker. To any of you motherfuckers who don't understand what a box linebacker is, they specialize on running from sideline to sideline to start the run. A box linebacker. They predicated in that fucking box. Either they, most of the time you will see them lining up behind the D tackles. Because I feel like I need to break this shit down from here on going forth. Football 101. This is what you need to flourish in a goddamn 3-4. Linebackers with quick steps, with physical prototypical size. Like I said, in 3-4s with the defensive alignment, you need to be able to relish in the one gap. A front seven is responsible for one gap protection along the line of scrimmage. Like I said, this simplifies the game for defenders who only keyed on responsibilities for one play. You got some niggas that come in there only to do one thing, like pass rush, or come in there to, chip block, shit like that. I'm trying to break this shit down. Logic, what's going on with you?
What's up with you, fam? How you doing?
Oh, I'm a nigga today.
Oh.
I'm let the darkness use you.
Yeah. Hey, listen, they want you to break down the 3-4, man, and all this well and good, but if, like you said, if you ain't got nobody on that front that's gonna hold up some of these guys, it don't matter. We've already seen as great as Luke Kuechly was when he didn't have that guy in front of him protecting him. When they bring those daggone guards and everybody swinging through there, he having to face that play after play after play after play. What happened to him?
You goddamn right. You
Yeah.
goddamn right. See, let me tell you this right here. In any
Mm-hmm.
good situation, a 3-4 can be effective against both the run and the pass. Since it's a defense with one gap responsibilities, there aren't a lot of inherited weaknesses, like I said, to the formation against any offensive lineman. That means anytime you line up, that's why we in the fucking 3-4, because 3-4s are predicated to stop the run and the pass. But you gotta have the damn talent and skill sets from the players in place. You just can't have 3 regular niggas on the front end. You can't have a Shy Tuttle out there thinking he gonna draw double teams and shit like that. Fuck we doing?
trying to make sugar out of shit. I mean, call it what it is, Q. At the end of the day, you want these dudes to be phenomenal, exceptional, but then get mad when the defense don't work. Look what you got out there. Personnel is everything, baby.
I don't understand how niggas don't know this shit. Nigga told me with a straight face, fuck a linebacker. We can get a linebacker later. That's what the nigga told me, Logic. Nigga told me that. Nigga opened his black ass mouth and told me, fuck a linebacker. We'll get that motherfucker win next year. The fuck?
Yeah.
Who in the blue hell think you gonna have any type of a good defense? But let me tell you something, Logic. Because we have been around here without linebackers so long, these motherfuckers actually think it's okay. And then they wonder why we getting gashed straight up the middle. Yeah, it's because you don't have good D tackles, but you don't got no fucking linebackers either.
Nah, you can't be missing both. You can't be missing both.
What's we doing?
Listen, this is the thing. When your safety is close to leading you in tackles, you got a problem. You got a problem.
Yeah.
It'll never work.
You need to have linebackers that are not only good against the run, but good against the coverage. Because what it does is simplify. It cuts half of the fucking field. Cuts the field in half. Having linebackers that can. When you saw Luke Kuechly at his best, now be mindful. This is back when we were in the 4-3. But when we were a true threat, is when he said, "Guess what? I need to focus on coverage. I need to make sure that I get better in coverage. That way, when a tight end or a running back comes across the middle of the field, I'm ready for him." You need to have linebackers that can establish running, because this is a hybrid NFL now. When I say a hybrid NFL, you got receivers and running backs out here running 4-2s, 4-3s. You got defensive ends running 4-3s now. So you got to be able to contend. You got to have the horses to get with the horses. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Listen, at the end of the day, like you said, it is a hybrid NFL. It's a hybrid offenses. You can't go in your old school way of thinking. At the end of the day, you got to be able to adjust. You got to be able to match what they got on the field, speed wise, scheme wise, whatever the case may be. It really don't matter if you're in a 4-3 or 3-4. If the personnel ain't right, it's not gonna work. And I think people get that misconstrued. We need to get out of 3-4. If you go to the 4-3 and the personnel ain't right, Q, can I tell you that it's still gonna
Same.
look the same?
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Same fucking problem. There
yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Now logic.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have 3 space eaters, you got 4 linebackers that's balanced in coverage
Yes, sir.
and stopping the run and tackling. Once you
Yes, sir.
have that shit established, you need to have safeties that can roam free. You get what I'm saying? After
Yeah.
you have your front 7, your core front 7 established, you can then look at safeties because safety is the next most important thing in a 3-4. Not no goddamn corner. I don't want to hear shit about a motherfucking corner today. I don't want to hear a motherfucker open their ass up but no motherfucking corner. I don't want to hear that shit.
All right. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. It's number 5 on importance on the list, huh? Yeah, yeah. It ain't up there at the top now. It ain't up there at the top.
I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking corner.
They ain't about to come up and be making a bunch of tackles on some running backs. So yeah, you might well look at that right now.
What corner you know taking on Derrick Henry? You tell me.
No. We don't
What
see what
corner you
happens
know
when corners try to come up
Saquon
and touch you.
Barkley?
Yeah. They ain't want that. They don't want them problems.
But a nigga got a nerve to tell me fuck a linebacker, go get a corner.
They like them. Man,
What
yeah.
are we doing around here?
Hey, listen, you got to get that front 7. Like you said, you build the defense from the front to the back, not the back to the front.
Driver,
Mm-hmm.
in order to build a correct 3-4, and this is just a functioning 3-4. That's not to have an elite 3-4. That's just to have a functioning 3-4. There's nothing
Yes.
wrong with having 3 down linemen because
Mm-hmm.
I hope you understand. There's 4 downs on defense. You need a motherfucker who can be out there at least 3 of them down.
Yeah.
Where the fuck we at, man? Why niggas get this shit right? This is simplistic. This is simple.
But
This is the basis of
it
what the
is.
fuck a 3-4 is.
It is. But then we also got to think about can they do that? Yeah, damn.
It sounds like somebody better get their ass beat in the back.
I ain't got nothing to do with that there. Oh Lord.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She feel the same way I feel. I'm ready to beat a nigga ass today, goddamn it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this shit.
See, that's the Panther thing. That's the Panther thing to go on around the whole household. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's infectious, Q. It's infectious.
So this is the thing. The Mike linebacker in a 3-4, you have 2 of them. 2 of them that are supposedly prototypical linebackers. And what I mean by prototypical, you're talking 6'2", 6'3", or bigger. And you're talking about 235 pounds and bigger, prototypical size, which means you look for guys that they chisel, they stand up. God damn it, they're supposed to be some of the strongest motherfuckers because you got to make tackles. You can't be no little ass 6'1", 5'11" trying to be no middle linebacker. I keep telling these niggas,
Not in this day and
prototypical
age.
size exists.
Yeah, not in this day and age. That ain't gonna work. You're gonna get ate up by the linemen because they're gonna tower over you, and most of the tight ends and everything. Hell, even the damn X receivers is bigger than you, bro.
Exactly. So that's why whenever I see niggas that's 6'1", I say, where the fuck they gonna play at? I no goddamn linebacker. I understand you want to play there. That's your dream. You might have an exceptional nigga here or two that's small like that and come out and become a good player. But it's very rare that you see a guy that size come out and play linebacker like that. So I'm just telling you where we at with this. And so with that being said, Logic, you know, every year I put my name in the hat for linebackers that I deem worthy enough to play for the Panthers. I ain't been wrong with the linebacker play. Now, there's motherfuckers know corners, motherfuckers know quarterback. Well, your boy Q is a specialist when it comes to the linebackers.
Yeah.
Specialist.
Yeah. You've been on them for the last few seasons. You picked the guy. You did videos on them. You said why we needed them. Gave them measurables. The pros and cons. And I'll be damned if they didn't skip over them multiple times and they land on another team. And not only do they land on another team, but these dudes is good.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna share my screen in 1 minute because there's two guys that I deem special that the Carolina Panthers should take a look at. Now, I jumped out of there with, like I said, Jack Campbell, Drew Sanders, all them other boys from previous years, and I knew they were going to be first round guys that more than likely we probably wasn't going to look at. So I went especially, and I looked at some film on these guys right here, and I said, God damn it, if we got an opportunity to get these boys second, third, fourth round, make the fucking move. You get what I'm saying?
That's it.
These are not first round guys that I'm talking about. I skipped over the first round talent because I understand what our pressing needs. Our needs in the beginning of this is to get D tackle and edge rusher potentially. So with that being said, everybody that you see here is going to fit into where I see ourselves drafting at. You get what I'm saying? Somebody want to know why your pick is Samuel Jackson?
Because at the moment, he was a nigga. And I want to be a nigga today, too. Goddamn.
Okay. Boy, you here for that one, boy. Anyway, number one, the guy that I have on my list is not the guy that's on the thumbnail. I know everybody was thinking that. Got you, motherfuckers. Got you. But they were ready already. JP was the first motherfucker up in here. Well, he got a slim foot. I don't give a fuck, JP. He better than what you got. I don't give a damn. But this is where I'm at with it. This guy right here is a very good linebacker. And when I say this is my number one pick for us, and I think he's going to be the guy. Danny Stutsman, Oklahoma. When I tell you, I have been watching this nigga for like 2 weeks now, back to back to back. I've been watching how he take it to the gaps, how he handled double team. I woke up this morning, Lord, guess what the first thing I did? I turned back on his film. I said, man, this motherfucker here is sitting in my spirit. You know what I'm saying? So at 6'4", 241 pounds, this nigga highly rated, 110 tackles on the season for Oklahoma. He had a sack. To me, is the number one guy we could take in the third round. A box linebacker for us. Not the fastest, but one of the smartest. He runs a 4.6. I know y'all bitches will cry about that. But his tackling is off the charts. They ain't motherfuckers tackling like this guy right here straight up. This dude right here is the epitome of what you want at the linebacker position. I watch him clog the gaps. He runs sideline to sideline. His distinction is like instant. It's instant. It's like he see a play, he dissect it, he's gone. You get what I'm saying? This is the type of linebacker that you need for a 3-4. for our 3-4 because we don't have a guy that's 21 years old and the ability to be 6'4" and 240 pounds and shoot through the gap. Oh my God.
Yes, sir. We got a nice
I
size, man.
about damn near pass out.
Yeah. Hey, if he can, like you said, shed blocks and everything like there, you got something there because he already got the size and everything else.
Can you see the screen, Logic?
Yeah, I can see it.
Now, tell me what that shit they say right there on that line right there, please, sir.
Which one you point? Just
Tell me what it say.
the whole thing. Okay.
No,
Elite
this the first.
production.
Read whatever you want.
Okay, I got you. Elite production, consistently leading
Mm-hmm.
teams and tackles, and ranking among conference leaders and tackles for loss.
My dog.
Yeah.
What the fuck do we need the most around this some bitch right here? What the fuck do we need?
Yeah. It didn't say
We
tackles.
ain't had
It
a
didn't
nigga
say
with
tackles.
elite production. We ain't had a
Yeah.
nigga consistently leading the team in tackles. We ain't had a motherfucker leading in tackles for losses. We ain't had none of that shit.
There you go, Q. Because it ain't just tackles. Tackles for loss. That mean a nigga not getting nowhere, Q. He losing. He ain't gaining.
My God.
I don't get. Listen, we had a guy come in at Josie Jews who were making tackles, but he making tackles 15 yards down the field. What good did that do us?
Well, just look at that motherfucker, man. Josie Jewel. Boy, that boy ain't hot water shit. Ain't no such thing as hot water cornbread around him, man. He hot water shit. Every time I see that boy, he breaking apart, falling apart. I played the last piece. But
Strong
they told me
tackler
this nigga
and
was
rarely
damn more than Luke
misses
Kuechly.
in the open field. So he's an open field
Shit.
versatile. Yeah. Good instincts against the run.
Yeah.
Beating off blockers. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's the one right there. Beating
That
off
is.
block.
That is. Yeah, because I
Above
seen your boy
average
Josie get swallowed up. I
athleticism.
seen him get swallowed up a few times. Took completely out the play.
Look at this right here. His ability to make plays sideline. A strong tackler who rarely misses in the open field. Danny Stutsman from Oklahoma is who we sitting here talking about if you're just getting in. This some bitch right here is the next great linebacker for the Carolina Panthers now. Now be mindful, they don't just say this shit about anybody, Logic. Now, am I right or wrong?
That's a fact. That's a fact. You don't get them measures like that for just everybody. It's just a standard thing. Nah, you got to earn that.
Now, I'm going to skip down a couple of lines. They say, shows good instincts against the run, often beating blockers to the point of attack. Now, when was the last time you see a linebacker over here beat somebody at the point of attack?
Luke Kuechly.
Oh, okay. Okay, I rest my motherfucking case. Luke Kuechly. Adjourn, goddammit.
Yeah.
And then watch this. The line up under that say a durable player who has remained healthy throughout his college career. Well, I'll be damned.
Well,
Fuck, we struggle with this shit right here.
Yeah. Injuries. Yeah. Mr.
Okay.
Mr. Shaq himself can't stay healthy. I don't remember the last time he played a full season.
My God.
Mm-hmm.
You give me this right here. I can move mountains with this shit right here. To motherfucker who think that you gonna get better than Danny Stutsman in the third round, you a crazy son bitch. Go ahead and get this motherfucker right now. Hello, Earth to science, Earth to everybody around here. Wake your ass up, sip on a peppermint. I don't give a fuck what you do. This nigga is for real.
Well, Q, you know it'd be a little different for us to pick somebody who ain't already coming off a major injury or have a history of injury. You know that we usually don't do that, Q. You get a pre-hurt nigga.
I might choke Dan Morgan if he go pick another motherfucker, man. Or if he don't even look at the linebacker position, I just might ride up to Charlotte and
No,
choke this
Q.
motherfucker,
Somebody
man.
told me the other day that he's a smart man. He's a former linebacker, and therefore he's gonna make that position of interest. But I'm still yet to see it.
Who told you that? Who told you that?
You know, we was on.
That nigga talking this crazy shit, but I ain't seeing nothing come behind it.
They just assume since he's a former linebacker that that'd be the first thing he'd want to take care of.
You ever heard them talk about Michael Jordan? He best shooting guard ever. Can't pick a shooting guard to save his fucking life. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Because he puts himself into that position, and it seems to be when it comes to judging and evaluating talent, he looks at niggas that like they should be able to do some of the shit he could do. No, nigga. Oh, man. Boy, I tell you, I woke up this morning with a new purpose. I said to myself, I'm ready to argue. I ain't been ready to argue niggas down, and it's been about 3 years since I argued niggas down. I'm gonna drop this link today, and I can promise you can bet your sweet ass. You can come up in here today and tell me the linebacker ain't a priority. We're gonna be two arguing motherfuckers today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. I got it. I got the energy today. Damn it, I slept real good. I got 8 hours worth of sleep last night to make sure I had the strength to do this right here, Logic. I did.
Hey,
I
listen.
did. I really did.
Hey, man, let me tell you. This is the thing. I want to know where the confidence come in Dan Morgan all of a sudden, because I heard a lot of people saying that too. That this is the time that he's gonna get it done. That last year didn't count.
What?
That's what they said, Q. That last year was
Fuck
that was a
said
trial
that?
and error. That was a trial and error, and this year is his real draft. You don't count last year. You throw that in the trash. That's what they said, now. Hello. You lost signal or something, Q? What happened?
No. I ain't lost signal. I was just trying not to cuss. I was really trying not to cuss just now.
I'm just telling you what they told me, Q. I'm trying to figure it all out myself, bro.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? We going on to the next player that I think that is worthy of being in a Panther uniform. At 6'4", 236 pounds, 72 tackles on the season, as well as him just being a down outright dog. Solo tackles, he had 38. This guy right here is what you get in the case Stutsman is not there, or you miss out on Stutsman. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He is what you look at, and like I say, to fit our defense with the pieces that you want to put. If you go and get a Mason, this is only if you go and get a Mason Graham, you get this nigga. Or if you go and get a Grant, if you go get D tackle with that number 84 overall pick, you get this cat right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make it real easy. I don't know if everybody can see this on the screen. Can y'all see the strengths that I'm putting up?
Yeah, you can see everything clear.
Okay. Sideline to sideline range with plus wheels for the position, demonstrating elite short area quickness and long speed, which means in that fucking box, you dare step
Mm-hmm.
your ass in that box, you taking your head off. You get what I'm saying?
There you go. Yeah.
Excels in space as a coverage backer, showing fluid hips and the ability to match patterns with tight ends and running backs. Now, what the fuck we just said a few minutes ago, Logic? Just said.
That's it. We just said that. There you go. Right there. That is another guy right there that will fit what we were trying to do. It's attacking the run, being able to get tackles for loss, and help fill in those gaps whenever you got the tackle moving, sliding across the line of scrimmage. You see where you need to go and you attack. If we're not sitting back there getting attacked, we are in attack mode. It's a difference for once, and for our defense, we're not getting bullied here.
Logic,
Mm-hmm.
high football acumen and processing speed, likely
Yes,
due
sir.
to NFL pedigree, allowing him to key and diagnose quickly. Fuck we need. Think about it. Luke Kuechly was not the most athletic nigga ever, but what did he have? One of the quickest first step and ability to diagnose plays quickly.
Yeah, man was a quarterback of the defense.
Traits.
The quarterback of the defense, elite traits.
Yeah, elite traits.
Yeah.
This nigga has a high football acumen processing, which means to tell you if this nigga can outthink all you niggas. There you go. I don't want to be that frank with it, but there it is right there. He can outthink everybody on the fucking field, which is key for a leader, a general, a captain of the ship. Somebody who has one of the quickest first steps should be one of the first niggas to bust your ass.
Yep. Hey, that's the other part that I miss, Q. I'm sorry, but I grew up, whenever I see a linebacker out there, you can clearly see he's the leader of the team. He's commanding everything. He's making everything move. He's shifting. I ain't seen that since Luke Kuechly. These other dudes just, for me, just been going with the motions and just, you know, here and there. They come a call to play out, but they stand out. A leader stands out, especially in the middle of that defense. And we ain't seen that.
Logic. Listen to this right here. He exhibits exceptional coverage skills and backpedal fluidity, projected him as a true 3-down defender at the next level.
There you go. That means he's not a liability in the pass game.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
you go. Now, what the fuck I just said? You need a nigga that can come out here
and give you
play
both.
4 downs.
Yeah.
Now, excuse me. He uses length effectively to stack and shed, showing good hand usage and leverage when taking on blocks. And then he has a ball hawk mentality with a knack for creating turnovers. Like, I remember one of them goddamn plays. It was one of them. I can't remember who it was against. They tipped the ball, and this motherfucker just happened to be right there around the plate because he was getting ready to make the tackle on the man. He happened to be right there. He stick his arm out there, took it back for 87 yards. So when he caught the ball, he made a play with it afterwards, a defensive touchdown. But y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want that.
Yeah.
His frame suggests room for additional mass without compromising his athletic traits, indicated untapped physical potential, which means this nigga could get better.
Yeah, that's because I looked at the scouting reports with him before because I've been looking at the guys who I would want whenever I was doing the mock drafts and everything, and that was the one thing they were talking about. His strength ain't on like no elite level right now, but there's a possibility. I mean, there's potential there for it to get that way. So if you give it all the positive that you got and add that to it, when he get into on an NFL team, that's the first thing they're gonna do is get him in that weight room. So. Imagine what else you about to unlock with this cat that, get better at shedding blocks and everything else. Shoot. Like I said, you got a 4-down linebacker right here.
There you go. Like I said, I've been arguing niggas down all day long that they want edge rushers, they want D tackles. I got you. Them the first 2 picks I want too. But after that, you need to be looking at that linebacker. If you're truly trying to fix this front 7 spot, that shit right there on the screen say what? He raises his game for big play. He's a big game performer who elevates his play against top competition, showcasing clutch playmaking ability. Well, I'll be damned.
There you go.
So you mean tell me when the lights on this nigga get better?
There it is. He don't shrink behind the pressure. No, he accepts it, embraces it. Yeah, that's what they tell me.
Oh, okay. So I just thought I would put that out there. Now you could get. There's another guy that I would look at. Chris Paul from Ole Miss, but
Oh yeah.
I think the best fit for us is these 2 guys, Lander Barton and then Danny Stutsman. You can get them anywhere between the 2nd and the 5th round.
Yeah, I was
They
saying
both
they was
will be
talking about
available.
Barton being projected as high as a 3rd. So yeah, he'll be there.
They'll be there. They will be there. There's no need for us to trip. There's no need for us to get out here and rack our nerves crazy. These linebackers will be here. And if you want to double up at any position, this will be the goddamn position. This and D tackle. If you go get 2 D tackles and 2 linebackers, you wouldn't hear shit out of me. You wouldn't hear a damn thing out of me.
That's a fact. Like I said, the perfect way to start that draft would be 1, 2, and 3. Defense. And you wouldn't hear a peep out of me. Defensive end, D tackle, linebacker, D tackle, defensive end, linebacker. Don't matter. Just 1, 2, 3. Get him.
Shout out to my man CJ Hill. He said this guy right here, Demetrius Knight, that boy nice. South Carolina whole defense from Hemingway to them two tackles they got Tonka. They got pieces, corners, they got safeties. That boy, I can't remember his name. That damn safety that they got out there gonna be going the second round. They got pieces this year. That South Carolina defense is elite. And I'm gonna tell you right here, this boy right here, 6'2", 245, and he just got a little bit higher from this week right here with him displaying what he displayed this week. He had a good week this week.
Yep.
Wiley, what's going on?
Nothing to it. I'm sitting here listening. Logic hype you up. Logic, he already on tilt. You don't need to be pouring no more in the cup.
Here we go with this shit right here. Wiley in the building.
This man said he was on pure tea today, and I just want to make sure that you get all that out.
I see your pick there. Yeah, definitely. Samuel is on one today.
Yeah. I got to be. Yeah. You look. Yeah.
Hey, you might get Q kicked off the internet today.
Well, today is the first. Yeah. Whatever needs to be done is gonna be done today.
I guess Q woke up and found out there was some DEI hires today.
Look, there you go. There you go.
Wiley, no, I woke up and I said, I'm sick of this shit. A nigga talking about a fucking corner and a motherfucking safety over a damn linebacker. When are we going to commit to fixing this fucking defense?
Oh, you mean
I'm getting tired.
You're up and down the middle of the defense. You mean the middle? You mean where we keep getting gashed?
Yeah, you're talking about the most important part, the sweet spot. Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
I can't think of Wiley.
The funny part is this. I put in the chat, you're talking about Baltimore's defense.
Oh, go ahead, Wiley. Tell me a little bit about it. Talk about
what I'm saying is this. Hey, name one of those guys up front for Baltimore.
Big boy, with the hair.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is this. They're good. They're really good. But they good. But who you see is the linebacker and the safeties. Because those guys are eating it up and they're allowing those guys to run side to sideline, keeping them uncovered so they can actually do what they need to do. But if you don't build out it up front and then put a linebacker behind that, then it don't do you no good to have a safety in the corner. Don't do you no good. I'm just saying.
Let me tell you something. If you look at what them boys did with their 3-4, they established their front three. What they got that nigga with the African name, Pierce, and then they got another nigga with an African name, Odili, whatever the fuck his name is. Him, Broderick Washington, whatever the fuck his name is. Then you got, this is where they cream of the crop is at. They got they got 3 or 4 different good D tackles, but they linebacker play is what makes them so special.
There you go.
They got Kyle Van Noy, who I think had double-digit sacks this year. They got Malik Harrison, Roquan Smith on the inside. Then they got Ojabo, Ada Isaac, they just drafted behind them boys. They got a bevy of good talent at the linebacker spot. So it just so happened to be, now they were smart. They went and got Kyle Hamilton 2 years ago and had that safety in spot.
There you
go. Humphrey and Wiggins, them boys, your slot corner and your left corner, come on, man. Yeah. Marlon Humphrey, he do more talking on the podcast. No, I'm just bullshit.
You wrong for that. But
he made a Pro Bowl this year.
You were talking right. And the thing what they did first is, and you see it, and this the part that's different than them. They keep rotating those defensive ends.
There you go.
They'll sign somebody for a couple years and they keep rotating them. They spend their money on those tackles and linebacker and safety. The corners, they'll draft those guys, and if they're good at drafting corners, but they'll keep a corner about 4 years and then they'll move on because they know how to draft that position. They're good at drafting that position. But one thing they do though, and their priority is those 3 tackles. If the 3 tackles are right, they'll get the rest.
Well,
3
why?
tackles and a middle linebacker. Go ahead.
They got remember Tre'Davious White was that corner that used to be in Buffalo, right?
Buffalo,
Wasn't
yeah.
he?
Buffalo.
Okay, and then they drafted, just like you said last year, TJ Tampa. Remember, the boys always on the TJ Tampa. They already, like you said, they already got a successor sitting behind the motherfucker being groomed. And then that ain't even including Nate Wiggins and Marlon Humphrey, where they got at corner. Veterans right there. But what you see is a smart GM having rotational pieces at D tackle. Like I said, we just named them 2 African niggas, Michael Pierce, Broderick Washington, and then at linebacker, they got Roquan. I mean, you got Roquan Smith, and then you got Kyle Van Noy and Malik Harrison right there. Goddamn, what else do you need?
Yep. But see,
I'm about
Them
to
3
drop
are
out
the
and come
best
back in,
linebackers
Q.
in
I
the
can't hear
league.
you.
see
You say what?
what do you say?
He said he can't hear me.
Oh, must be something with him.
Wally, you muted. Oh shit. What's that? Something getting their ass beat sound like. Anyway, shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna make it real clear for y'all today. The Carolina Panthers need a linebacker over a corner and over a safety. I think the need for a safety is about as not quite as equal. I think that's what we need here in Carolina. Like I said, in order to contend and move into a different status.
You're right. You're right. And the thing about it is, I was thinking if we can't get an elite defensive end in the first round, then we get an excellent one of the best tackles they got. Then we get ourselves because they got a few defensive ends that can also do good in the second round. But I prefer if we had a chance get the elite defensive end, and then because the tackles are better than the defensive ends overall. So you can get a good tackle in the second round. Not an elite one, but if we can get an elite one, we'll get the elite defensive tackle first. I'm just trying to make sure that people think about the defense as a whole, not necessarily just getting to the quarterback. Because if we can stop the run, look at Clowney. Clowney was at Baltimore 2 years ago, right? He had
Got 10 sacks.
Yep. And why? Because they had to deal with those monsters in the middle. He was able to go get it. And that's what I'm saying. We need to get 2 more Derrick Browns. And then we got some monsters. And then now we can have those linebackers, like you said, they'll be uncovered. Then our defensive ends will need to get an elite one eventually. But at least if we have a good one, he may look elite before go because of those tackles. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you right now, Wiley, shout out to Relax and Talk Sports. He said, nah, they want to see touchdowns. That's the problem around here. Everybody around this some bitch want to just see touchdowns. Okay. You wonder why the defense? Think about the difference of having a better defense could have. You could potentially, instead of winning 5 games, you probably would have won 7 games this year. That's the difference a good defense could probably potentially make. It could give you 2 more potential games, even with the fuck ups that we had this year.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I think that it gave us 2 to 3, yeah, no doubt. Because there were some games that we could have won if the defense was better. And not only that, I keep harping on Baltimore for a reason. Think about it like this. Name those world beaters that Lamar got on offense.
What do you mean? You talking
What
about
I'm
the weapons?
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is his weapons are good. They're really good, but he's excellent, right? But they don't have no world beaters other than that young guy he just drafted. That corner. I mean, that wide receiver. The other guys,
I
they really
I
good. They really good. Okay,
I can't say that now.
the tight end is
Because
what, fourth or fifth in the league. He's good.
they got two tight ends that's better than any tight end we got on our roster. Isaiah
True
Likely is
state.
like that from Coastal Carolina.
True statement. But what I'm trying to say is this: they are really good. But are they even? They're not the top three.
I mean, I'd like to have their weapons, Wiley, because if you got
Yeah.
a Zay Flowers, they got Malik Cunningham,
Mm,
Devontae Walker, who ain't even step on the field for them. That boy there from UNC was a beast.
Yes, sir.
I, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying is when you look at the top end, like Jefferson and those guys, they ain't those
Mm.
guys. They he's not Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? They're good, but when the defense allows them to be on the field so much that they get more opportunities at the score. Look at and all of that. If they score 20 points, brother, they win in the game.
Yeah. I give you that, Wiley. I'm just saying, okay, the Ravens and teams like he said you're gonna watch the Senior Bowl. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it in a minute. See, I'm gonna try to get it up going. But teams like the Ravens who have a 3-4, you're looking at teams like the Steelers who run a 3-4. Teams like San Fran, all these boys around here who run the 3-4 now because half of the league has switched to the 3-4. You look at them for the mold because of how well they put it together and how well they understand the yin and the yang on the balance of having two good left guards. I mean, not left guards, left ends, a left end and a right end. They understand having two good D tackles, two good linebackers. You get what I'm saying? They understand having pieces that fit each other. Peanut butter, jelly. You know what I'm saying? Ham. You got the burger. They got everything that you need on that defense.
Yeah, you're right. And the thing about it is, they do fit well together. And I just say right now, based on two players you highlighted, I
Mm-hmm.
think that both of them fit well set beside the guy we drafted last year, Mr. Wallace. They'll both fit well beside him. Now, if you get yourself a good tackle, say you get lucky enough and get Mason, or you get one of these guys that's going up the board right now from the when they had the what was it, Senior Bowl and the rest, trying to
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we'll find one of those guys. But if we find one of them, a penetrator, put them with Brown and put a run stuff in the middle. Come on, man. Then you get yourself that linebacker with which come on. You can have
Mm-hmm.
decent. Now, if you get those two, linebacker, defensive end, now, I mean linebacker and tackle. If you get a defensive end, that's a cherry on top. If you get a defensive end, mm, a game changer. Come on, man. We're gonna change the whole defense. We'll overhaul the defense in one off season, and we can do it in the draft because there's some good safeties. Even though it'll be last, there's some good safeties at the back end of the draft. Get you one of those specimens like we did with Jeremy Chin, that comes from a smaller place that has all the skills. Because if you look at it, Hamilton, where did Hamilton come from in college? I can't remember.
Damn it. He came from a big school. Kyle Hamilton, you talking about?
Yeah, where did he come from? Because in college, I don't remember him standing out like that.
That nigga was a standout, Wiley.
Well, everybody's a standout when they get to the NFL. I mean, there was
No, hell, fuck no. That boy, that was because I remember when he came out, that boy he was in Heisman contention. I can't remember what guy. Hold on, it can hit me in a minute.
was he a first round pick?
Fuck yeah, this nigga was top 5.
Oh, they were picked. I didn't know Baltimore was picking that high.
Yeah, Baltimore got that nigga early. Cause he went, that nigga was a unicorn, 6'4", 224 pounds. I'm trying to remember what school he went to. Oh man, it's gonna hit me in a minute.
He probably been to Big Ten or something.
Notre Dame, Notre Dame, Notre
Oh,
Dame.
Notre Dame.
Yeah, that nigga came from Notre Dame, dog.
Yeah, Notre Dame is. Yeah, okay. You call it big school. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is this: you get you somebody like that. Somebody that's just really we're trying to draft Chin again. That's what we're trying to do.
What? You
Especially,
should have never let Chin go from the first start, and you wouldn't have to worry about
yeah,
drafting that nigga
yeah,
again. Should have
yeah,
ironed that shit out, and whatever it is y'all talked about, should have tell Chin, hey, give me a year, let me get some space eaters in here, let me change the defense around. I'd have been right there so damn political with that nigga, man. Hey,
yeah.
hey, hey, man, give me a year, man. Give me some patience, man. Give me some patience.
If we had both him and Louisville now, and we'd have put Trevor aside Louisville, had still had Chin, then we had a tackle in the defensive end. Now we, man, come on, bro, come on, we be cooking with something. Yeah, I don't know, man. We need to have some tactical patience. Some defense.
And let me correct that. Okay, he wasn't top five. He was a top five talent that dropped to 14. I'm sorry.
Got it. Because I was like, Baltimore top five? Okay. But
He was
14 is
supposed to go in the top five because he was a generational talent. That's the same year as Jack Campbell and all them boys, 23.
oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he was supposed to go in the top five. And then when everything that happened with Jacksonville fucked up everything, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, when they took that defensive end,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When they took that cat, that fuck up the whole draft.
push everybody. Somebody gonna do this in this draft. We may get Mason. Just sit there. Be patient. Because somebody gonna take somebody I'm supposed to take.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go over because everybody want a defensive end. They'll let that tackle drop. Just like when they let Mr. Carter drop.
You
And
damn right.
look, that's what I'm saying. People are straight. I'm like, no, stay where you at, right? And take the talent that fits your system at the spot you're at. You need all those draft picks. You need all those draft picks, man. We got
Yeah.
holes. We got a lot of holes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I just find it funny that all the junk people talk about the 3-4 defense. But you just named a couple teams who are successful, who make the playoffs every year, and who have top ranked defenses. They run a 3-4. So again, it's more personnel than anything. Um, there is a list out there of all the teams that run the 3-4 defenses, and a lot of those teams, if you name them, would really surprise you. I think people's perspective would change with that 3-4. A lot of them just don't like it; they can't stand it. But these are some of the most successful teams in the NFL right now. But you know, we don't know nothing
Pittsburgh
about it.
was undefeated for a while there.
Yeah, you got Pittsburgh that
And
run it, Baltimore that run it.
was
Uh,
Mr. Fields throwing in touchdowns in those games?
yeah, yeah, no,
They were winning
wasn't
nine.
throwing
They were
no
winning
touchdowns, and they was winning
9 to
games.
6.
Throwing
They
no
were winning
touchdowns, and they was winning
the.
games.
You know what I'm saying? Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. Seattle,
mm,
the Chargers, the Rams, Green Bay, all these mugs, Atlanta
Uh,
Falcons, all these
uh,
mugs run 3-4.
mm-hmm.
other than Atlanta, you just named a whole bunch of playoff teams. Player.
Yeah,
That nigga
yeah.
said other than Atlanta. Sorry, Red.
Hey,
Shout out to
hold on a
third
second.
cuz.
Didn't Denver run a 3-4? And they didn't.
Damn sure did.
Were they in the playoff? Okay,
With a rookie, yes, sir.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
The nigga said Lodge sound like Fred Taylor. God damn. Yeah,
Oh
we
man,
running the pivot over here.
yeah. I'm just saying, man. Uh, oh, was somebody said don't talk smack about? I wasn't talking no smack about.
Shout out to
Yeah.
my boy C, man. What's going on? C asked us earlier what we're gonna watch the I got my eyes on the American and the national team right now as we speak. And it's the first quarter. And yeah. Dylan Gabriel. Is that Dylan Gabriel? Yeah, Dylan Gabriel little laugh.
Q, I ain't
Yeah,
never
yeah.
seen nobody talk about their own quarterback like you.
I don't fuck with that nigga logic. You can't
Clearly,
tell?
clearly.
I
My thing
don't
is,
fuck
why
with
they
that
gotta
nigga,
keep
man.
messing our day up by talking about him? We just having a good day. Why?
Well, I'm talking about Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying when they bring the little guy up.
Yeah, I ain't mentioning that nigga, man. I ain't want nothing to do with him.
I'm just trying to make
Look,
sure.
if you under 6'2", you can't be my quarterback, dog. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, man. If we do the right thing this draft, I think maybe if we do the right thing this draft on the defensive side, I mean, really commit to picking the right type of players and not jump out the window. You can actually have a team that actually has some depth next year because you're not gonna have no depth this year. You're gonna have some fill some holes, but you ain't got that much money, so you have to fill it with the draft. And then next year you'll have some more money and you have some more draft picks and you build your team out. Then we should be able, let's go. Then it's time to run. But unfortunately, that'll be year what? Quarterback, that'll be year 4.
It'd be time to pay that nigga, man.
I know that's the unfortunate part, but you know what? That's what happens when you ship your people out, let your people go. Because if we could have kept our guys, Frankie and Chin, and played Chin, then we'd have been okay. You know? Because we got
I'll
we
be
got to
damned.
fill those positions.
I'll be damned. Well, Wiley, they don't want to fill positions over here. All they want to do is see touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Last year we drafted a receiver, right? The year before
Mm.
receiver, 2 years before that receiver. Come
Wally,
on,
what you gonna do if they repeat that this year?
man. Come on, man. Q, Logic. You try to do like Q. Y'all trying to let me die this way.
Don't worry. Your
Yeah,
time gonna be limited in a minute. Yes, sir.
yeah. Hey, just
Oh
because
yeah.
y'all a little younger don't mean it ain't gonna happen to you too.
Oh, what's
Well,
that?
Wiley, it's gonna happen to you first. So
Word.
yes, sir.
Oh man.
Yeah. They
I
see
tell you.
anybody from Missouri or Arizona come up, you know what it was. Get you a good old wide receiver, first round, 8th
Mm-hmm.
pick.
Oh, Wiley, old brother Wiley. I stand right by your casket and I said, well, Wiley said he always wanted to see a winner. Too bad it wasn't here.
You wrong for that, Q.
Yes,
You wrong
sir.
for that.
Yes, sir. I told
Hey
you. You
man.
ain't gonna see that shit here.
My,
When niggas want to get a fucking corner.
Yeah.
and the interesting part about it, they keep talking about corner, right? Corner, there was a safety too they were talking about, right? I was saying to myself, now I know that all y'all podcasters keep talking about us getting gashed, but each time you talk about people on the outside to fix the defense, I'm like, hold on a second, Q. I know I ain't smart, but I ain't plumb dumb. If you got a big old hole in the middle, don't you feel that first?
I
You're the
mean,
smartest person, Wiley. You're
what?
supposed to do that, but
I mean,
these
come on,
niggas they don't give a fuck.
I mean, come on, man. I mean,
Well,
this is
because
These
it ain't
niggas
the
don't give a
it
fuck
ain't the
about
it ain't
nothing.
the
I have
sexy pick.
never seen a group of niggas that don't give a flying fuck about building nothing.
nope.
I ain't never seen it.
Here's the funny part. If we just stayed at number 5, right? Right? Number
Mm-hmm.
5. We have
Mm-hmm.
Mason. We have Mason. Now we won that funky game, right? And everybody
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, that was the greatest thing. I'm like, no, we showed ourselves to be a confident team. We didn't have to win the game. The coin flip went the other way, and Atlanta would have got the ball and they just scored and won. We'd have won too. We'd have had the number 5 pick, and we'd have had the guy we needed. But no, everybody out here talking about a win that ain't gonna mean nothing. Say Mason comes out, or a player we could have got in that position, become a Hall of Famer. How that dumbass win gonna look?
Yeah, that is the
It's gonna
concern.
it's gonna age real well, ain't it?
Yeah. That is a concern.
Come on,
That
man.
is a concern. I mean,
I got a
people try to
question.
tell
I
you,
got a
yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead. What you got? What you got?
why is it that these boys around here don't seemingly they don't have no care or concern as a fan of seeing us fl- just flourish? Why is that?
They want short term. They want a quick win instead of building something. Because if you actually build a team, most NFL teams get a 5 year run on that group, right? You get a 4 or 5 year run on that group. These
Mhm.
guys have one winning season. Oh, we did good. It's like, but you okay? Now what? You have nothing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I
It's
mean,
just that they want the cute stuff quickly. They want the sexy picks. They don't want to, like you said, you get people in there, have a foundation, build on something. They want all this stuff to come in a short period of time, and that ain't how it works. I mean, you need a foundation. You always got to have a foundation. If you get your tail in a dang old house and put all these glass stuff up and all these fixtures and everything else, if the foundation is jacked up, that's gonna be short lived. It's gonna be short lived. You ain't gonna be able to enjoy it.
Question for the panel. What should the first top three picks should be position wise? You go first.
Hold on, say that again for me, Petey.
What should be your first three top position plays you pick in the draft?
D tackle number one.
Hmm.
Next, I would balance it between edge rusher or linebacker. But them the top three positions to me that we need right now to single handedly fix the front seven. Because if you're going to say the defense is the biggest problem, the 3,000 yards we gave up on the ground, you got to commit to fixing the front seven.
Hmm. So cute. Where
Number,
does the I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, I'll let you finish.
oh no, I'm just saying number one.
Okay. So where does the linebacker should be picked in that particular order? The linebacker.
Well, and that's why I did this video today. At the beginning of the video, I put Danny Stutsman. That's a third round linebacker that'll be sitting there for us if we were to get the D tackle and the edge rusher first. You have a third round linebacker sitting there, and you got what's the other guy, Lander Barton, that'll be available for us in the fourth round. Two guys that's mid round picks, but still exceptional at what they do, and they're really going to drop only
Mm-hmm.
because of the high demand in edge rushers and the high demand that you're going to see from D tackles this year. You got a lot of D tackles, edge rushers, and corners in this draft.
Hmm. And I'm only asking, like, not saying I don't agree because I do definitely agree. It's just I'm trying to figure out for myself, like, where should we? Where because we needed linebacker. We've been needing linebacker for about 3 years straight now. I mean, probably more than that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's just like all the picks are out of our needs, bro. Where do we even grab one? But I've heard the open soliloquies from the beginning. Y'all running down your linebackers. I'm just trying to figure out where do we pick one now that you just broke it down because I missed a little the front portion of it. You're talking about the third round. That's where we should possibly pick up a decent linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree, man. We definitely need a linebacker for sure.
Man, cuz if I had it my way, I'd get that D tackle and then I would get a middle linebacker in the second round. But to
Mhm.
please this dumbass fan base we got here, that
I
because
agree.
if I would have said that shit and say get a linebacker in the second round, motherfuckers will start talking about you get the crime would start. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So to alleviate all the bitch ass niggas with the crying and shit right there, I
Yeah.
just said, okay, let me go ahead and assume for the third through the fifth round of trying to get a linebacker in. Because I mean, the better the talent, you want to get a linebacker first through third if you want to get a good one.
Mhm.
And
But
we
see,
the only niggas that don't deem it that big of a deal and want to get a nigga later round. So I say fuck it.
but see, the thing is, man, what I've learned, Q, is that you literally with this fan base, you literally have to explain and then break it down. State it, but then you got to explain it and break it down to make it make sense. because they don't do their homework. Like you just did your homework and realized where you had talent at and broke it down to where it made fucking sense. A lot of them
Mm-hmm.
don't do that. They just speak before they even go do their own homework. So I really appreciate you, man. The podcast as well too, because man, like me personally, like I've disengaged from the choices that these motherfuckers made. I'm just basically just open to whatever the hell they do, bro.
Hey, hello, Petey. Hello,
Yeah.
Petey. You don't got that Q disease. That that thing that Elijah was trying to get Q hyped up on. You all came on there all hyped up.
Oh, bro, I've been disengaged. Ever since they picked up Bryce Young, bro,
Oh,
I've
don't say
been
that name.
disengaged.
Don't say that name.
Bro, I'm sorry. I've been disengaged. I mean, like, I'm gonna have to, I hate to have to even say this, and I don't even want to bring it up, but I'm gonna have to. Bro, they're gonna get the same type of hot damn, the same results that we had this year. It's gonna be the same next year, bro. And what they go, I'm interested to see exactly what they're gonna say then. I
Mm-hmm.
can't wait, bro. And think about it. I want to be wrong. I really do. I really want to be wrong.
Petey, I'm gonna say this politely as I can. You gonna be right. You gonna be
And what you
right.
gonna blame it on? And what you gonna blame it on then,
Uh, they're gonna say the guy can't catch.
bro? I'm telling you, man. And see, the
Be
thing is,
already.
that shit only worked because y'all was dinging and ducking the whole entire time,
Mm-hmm.
dinging and ducking the whole entire time. It was the tempo that actually worked out for you. Here, and get the ball out of his hands. All right, cool. But y'all had moral victories. Y'all ain't really had no real wins. Moral victories. Y'all niggas excited about moral victories, bro. Come on, man. I thought Carolina was better than this shit.
Preach, boy. God damn, boy. Preach.
People don't understand this shit, bro. This shit is irritating. That's why I disengage, bro. I let these motherfuckers say what the fuck they want to say, man. I just listen, and I can't wait till the season starts. So we therefore, at least we make up some at least some moves in the draft to kind of fix that defense. Because Carolina has always been known for the defense, bro. Let's be real. They always know they have a good defense. We had a decent offense. You know what I'm saying? But defense has always been that backbone of the team. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Say what you
fact.
want. It was defense and then running back. Put it that way. Yeah,
Oh man! Wow.
that's the pillars.
Wow. Look, why you have to
Look at
put
that,
that up?
Wally.
Why you have to put that up there?
What?
Look at this on the screen, man. Look at
Oh
what
my
Q put
god,
up there. Some
Some podcasters say we
podcasters
need to
saying we
trade for
need to
Travis
try.
Hunter so we get another weapon for Bryce, so that way we don't have to pay JC.
Oh,
Stupid
Jesus.
shit, man.
bro, come
Watch
on,
again.
bro. Idiot, bro.
Why? Why? Why are they? Why? Q, we gotta start charging people. We gotta start taking microphones away. Just walking up to them, taking their mic, just taking it, just taking the
Why
mic
would
away.
that don't even make sense though?
These
That
boys over here certified they crazy.
well, they must have rabies or something, bro. 'Cause that don't make sense at all. That's
That's what they like doing.
you can go ahead and kiss that Travis Hunter crap out the way, bro. He ain't come here, bro. You can let that go. A solid pick, but yeah, we won't be getting him. You can count your days with that one. Shador ain't come
Are
here
y'all
neither.
worried about the number 8 pick? Like you said, everybody's saying that it's such a long gap because we go from number 8 to what 50s, 51, 57, something like that. So y'all think you think they might do something at 8 to try to gain something in between there
I mean, they
and not
probably go
just pick the
trade back.
number 8 and then move on?
They probably go trade back, bro.
Oh boy, here we go.
No
Stupid
one in
shit.
that trade back.
Yeah,
No one.
the likelihood of them sitting there and not doing anything until we get our second pick is crazy.
I mean, they know they got to get a defensive tackle, bro. That's just a damn inevitable. It got to happen.
It ain't gotta happen because these niggas out like they don't give a fuck, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
This the type of motherfuckers that'll come out here, won't get a D tackle, won't get a goddamn linebacker, and then say, "What defense looks so bad?" Oh, the
all right,
fuck you
Q.
think this
I'm a
shit gonna
I'm a
look
totally
like?
disengaged to Q. I'm a totally disengaged. I swear, if these motherfuckers don't do what I want them to do, I'm gonna disengage totally.
That's these boys, man. These boys funny, man. These boys is funny, Petey.
Well, I swear, I already had it. I let it slide with the Bryce thing. I'm pissed off, but I let it go. All right. Now, if you do this shit again this time, boy, I'm gonna be thoroughly hot. 38 hot at that.
Yeah, I'm always 38 hot fucking with these boys, man. And don't
How
ever
many
fail.
how many times you gonna spit in my face, man?
Well, apparently this a weekly thing.
All right.
This a
I'm
weekly
sick.
thing around here. They like spitting in people's face, man.
I swear this shit
But
ain't this shit ain't real.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, we streaming the Senior Bowl live in the Discord right now for anybody that wants to see it and they're not able to watch it. Oh shit, they got a fumble. It's a fumble. God damn. We got the stream. We got to stream it. I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now for everybody. Join our Discord. This is where we do a lot of the things, like watching the games and different stuff like that. Um, uh, I'm gonna invite everybody to the voice channel right now. Make sure y'all show that love and come on in. I got it
Man,
streaming for everybody.
man.
So I heard that two of our coaches made it to the Pro Bowl.
What?
I think special teams, special team coaches.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Um, yeah, they was the only two Pro Bowlers that made it. I heard.
I
Well,
heard. I
From what
heard.
from what I've
you know,
seen.
I look at it like this. There must be some disrespect for the Carolinas. Watch this. No, we are saying because let's flip it to my Hornets. They're bad this year. However, Lamelo is having an outstanding season. He gets the fan vote by 700 people, and what they do, they give it to somebody else.
Who they give
They
it
don't even
to?
put the guy on the team. I
Who they
mean,
give it to?
come on, man.
Who did they give it to?
They gave it to like who was that? Brunson. They gave it to Brunson. They gave it to who was that? The guy out of Cavaliers, 45. 45 Brunson and somebody else trying to play in the guard. Oh, the point guard out of Cleveland also. I'm like,
Mm,
come on, man. LaMelo is averaging more points, rebounds, and assists than those guys. All of
mm.
them. And you give it to them? And then they said he's a volume shooter. He made more threes. He's second behind. I think he's first or second and made threes.
Oh
Come on.
wow.
All I'm saying is, if you look at it, you got to give some respect to the Carolinas, man. And this stuff we doing with the Panthers ain't helping us. It ain't.
Yeah, the disrespect is real, bro.
Oh yeah, big time, big time real.
I
And I'm
see
just
what they're
saying,
saying. The projection for us at 8 is Jalen Walker from Georgia. What y'all feel about that?
I don't know, man. I seen the guy. He played more at linebacker, middle linebacker, or linebacker than he had defensive end. He's 6'2".
Hey man, y'all heard about this rumor about one of the Steelers wide receivers coming here or something like that, trading for him or some shit? Pickens, I think that's the wide receiver talking about getting. You heard
Huh?
about that? There was like a rumor talking about Carolina might be interested in that wide receiver
No,
Pickens.
no, no, don't do that.
That'd be some dumb shit to do, bro.
Well, I say don't do that.
No, we
Yeah,
already learned our lesson with the last guy we let in, and we're
but
gonna
we
do
got.
it again.
But while it makes sense though, you know why it makes sense?
Why?
Because our owner used to be would have like a little stock or whatever
Yeah,
something
minority.
with the
Yeah,
Steelers,
minority.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So it makes sense why you keep shopping off they fucking roster.
yeah. But the thing about it is, he's shopping on a reject. Eh, if they don't want him, why you want him?
Exactly. They said
And the
another.
thing about it, yeah, the crazy thing they were talking about was what was it? A second round pick and fourth, a second and a fourth. Why would I
Yeah,
give that for Pickens when I can give that to Seattle if I'm trying to
right.
get somebody?
Well, they say another one man's trash is another man's treasure.
You ain't lying about that.
Hey man. So I mean, tell you what, I wouldn't go for that. I would go pick up that boy from the Jets though. If they gonna really play with some trades or whatever, go pick up Wilson. See what he do. I mean, he keep flirting with the idea of coming over here anyway. I want players that want to be here.
That's the kind of player we need. Not no doggone Pickens. We don't need nobody gonna quit.
Right. Hey, how did y'all feel when y'all seen that Ben Johnson went to the Bears? Hey, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall to see y'all reaction to that shit.
Well, I was glad because that put an end to that. Oh, he
Yeah,
coming to Carolina talk. I was sick of hearing that shit there.
you ain't lying.
So,
And
mm-hmm.
the thing about it is, I think he better be good because if not, they gonna crucify him.
You think
You know?
so?
Oh yeah.
I
See,
mean, to be honest with you, they wasn't really that bad. Well, it wasn't that bad. Like they just had like a little. They was probably a couple of tweaks away. The line was a little bad, kind of like the same type of issue we was in. You know what I'm saying? No offensive line. But I mean, if they can go in there and go build, they'll probably be decent. I mean, they beat our ass. Can't be that
yeah,
I
bad.
yeah.
mean,
No,
yeah,
they
we
not.
ain't shit though.
Oh, okay, so we ain't nothing to brag about. Oh, okay.
No,
No, no, no,
I
no,
got you. I got you, Q. I'm sorry.
no. We ain't nothing to brag about.
I didn't mean to disrespect you that way. It's all my fault.
It's all good. It's all good.
no.
Shout out to everybody in the Discord right now. We got a couple of people in there. We streaming the game for everybody who wants to pull up. Like I said, this is what we're gonna do next year. I'm gonna get back to streaming the preseason games, the regular season games, even if we losing. I gave up on shit this year, but I'm gonna do it this year.
All right, all right, dog. All right.
I gave up on it, Wiley. I did.
I know. I don't know how long you're gonna last, but hey, if they draft the way we want them to draft, maybe we can watch the season. Cause trust me, Q. You know, over here I got to stay up to watch the game, right?
Mm.
And I'm going. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
watched, I
You get your
watched all
sleep.
22. I watched all 22.
You damn right. That's how I be feeling. I catch the niggas in the morning, man. I ain't fucking with them.
Hey,
Yeah.
Q.
What's up, cuz?
I'm trying my best, like to have that. I try like the. How can I say? To have that upside of your boy By. And I'm
Mm.
trying. I want to jump on the bandwagon, but I can't. I'm sorry, I just can't. I don't. I'm trying to like have the same type of hope everybody else had, but I just can't share it, man. I've been trying.
Oh,
And
Mm.
I
see,
get utterly irritated every time.
I came
Mm,
in
mm,
to
mm.
Q kind of, over about 6 months, Q, and all that hate he got inside of him, kind
Damn.
of kind of melted my hope a little bit. I'm sitting there and I'm going. And then the problem was he does have the hate, but he had facts with the hate, and I was like, I can't fight that.
No. What it was, Petey, is he had to pay
Yeah.
out on that goddamn Terrence Marshall Jr. bet. That's what that was. Cause he actually thought that niggas was gonna get some fucking yards.
Uh-oh.
That's what that was.
Yeah, that's true.
TMJ.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. That right there touches soul. When you look around, and he thought, because I think it was 800 yards to TMJ. It was
Yep.
supposed to be 1,000 yards to Thielen.
Yep.
I think it was who else you had? Mango was going. No, Mango wasn't here yet.
Mm-mm.
No, Mango
Oh,
wasn't here
shit.
yet. No, Mango was here. He was a
He
rookie.
was
So
he was a
500
rookie.
yards to 500 yards to him because they brought Mango and they brought Bryce together.
Yep, it is.
So
You're
Oh,
right.
mean pig.
yeah, so 500 yards to Mango, and I think it was like
It was like
it
30,
was a
3,700 yards. I
yeah.
I thought
You
they
had
at least
37.
I thought he'd at least get Baker, right? Because if you look at Caleb had, and it's weird, had, how how podcasters from other teams look at their quarterback. Them jokers were saying this year on Chicago podcasters were saying it that Caleb was the worst rookie ever. I was
Oh
like,
wow. What?
yeah, this is what they were saying. I was like, hold on. So I pulled up Caleb's numbers. I was like, 30, he had like what, 34, 3,500 yards, something like that. Like 19 or whatever the number of touchdowns. He had about 10 or 11 interceptions. I'm like, that is okay as a rookie.
That's average.
Bryce didn't have that either seasons. So
That
why
nigga
you
had 2,000 and some change, 2,700, 2,800, and they got the
Damn.
nerve to call that nigga Killer Wins the worst. No, Bryce is by far the worst rookie we have seen in a long time. Probably since Vince Young, or
Compared to
maybe
who
Sam
though?
Bradford.
Amongst his peers?
I don't know, Petey.
I
Who
mean,
would you
what?
compare this nigga to?
Uh, what's your boy Jimmy Clausen?
Oh my lord,
I'm talking
Pete,
about By,
Pete,
not what's the
Pete,
name.
Pete, Jesus, you went to the
I'm
bottom of the barrel.
you
You
went to
didn't
the
get
bottom
a
bottom.
bottom
You went to
barrel,
the
baby.
Keeny bottom.
you went and got the slush.
Bottom
Lord
barrel,
have
baby.
mercy. That hurt my
Bottom barrel.
feelings, dog.
And I'm talking about By.
Yeah, I'll be damned, driver. I'll be damned. That's all I can say.
Jimmy
He said,
Clausen.
Caleb. Shout out to
Whew.
King GP. He said Caleb was decent, but he holds on to that ball too long at times, though. But
Yeah,
don't worry,
yeah.
Ben fix that. Ben fix that.
That's what he's supposed to be doing. And the thing about it is, if you look at it, I looked at him play comparatively to the one we had. Nah, he ain't the worst. It's just they thought he was Patrick. That's
Mm,
the problem.
That the problem.
mm.
Ain't nobody Patrick but Patrick. That
He
the
was light
problem.
skinned. He was light skinned, huh? Yeah.
That's all they got in common. They ain't got shit
Remember,
else in common.
the last couple of years in college, they kept sounding, he's Patrick, he's Patrick. And then it was
Oh,
Patrick
dude.
Mahomes esque is what they call him.
That Nick Wright guy put him in the top 10 as a rookie on a little quarterback pyramid. It's more like a pyramid scheme than a pyramid with facts.
Damn. That's
Man,
crazy,
Wally,
bro.
you shouldn't do Buddy like that, Wally. Y'all was once homeboys.
Ooh,
Man.
who's on boys?
You and Bryce.
Oh, come on. See, you wrong for this excuse.
Mm.
Lodge, you see how he do? Bring it up
Yeah,
old stuff. Just bring
yeah,
it. He just messy. Just messy for
yeah,
no reason. Just messy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's must see entertainment, Wiley. It's must see.
Just messy. Just messy. But hey, if they'd have listened to me after game one of this first season, maybe he'd have turned it around. Did what old boy did, bitch.
Mm,
That's what I said. Remember we had that first after that first game, and I was sitting there watching it. I was like, bench him, not because you can get rid of him, but no, the young man needs some help. I could tell right then he was lost. But you know what? I guess if that's the first time in your life you felt like you were failing, how you deal with it? He didn't deal with it very well.
That boy
well,
needs some milk and some vitamins.
I'm not trying to be his counselor or his therapist, Wiley. I don't care how he hit adversity, as long as he get the fuck off my team.
I agree.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. We had him off, and then shout out to Andy Dalton for getting in a damn car wreck.
Oh man.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
And now we may be stuck with it for a minute,
Mm. Oh yeah. You got 2 more years of this shit, yeah.
at least.
At least bare minimum.
At least. That's what I'm saying. Build your team out. Don't do nothing dumb. Don't jump all over the place. And I say this at 57, you take the best player available. Don't waste your draft capital because we got all these holes to fill. And that's the big at 57, there's a good defensive end out there. Because we don't need an outstanding. If we have those tackles fixed, we're gonna draft a defensive end next year.
Well, Wally, the problem is if you have another year like how you had this year, where you only win 5 games, the fans is gonna want to get rid of a motherfucker. Like they gonna want to try to get rid of a nigga like Icky, or try to whoever they feel like the problem is that year, they'll try to get rid of him. That's the problem. You have one bad season here and you done. Look at Xavier Leggett. They trying to get that nigga off the team right now.
Damn, who's talking about the fans? Or you mean the
The
team?
fans trying to get rid of him.
Oh damn, bro.
Oh,
Why
he
would
ain't shit. He can't catch. He ain't this. He ain't an X receiver. Now when they drafted the motherfucker Petey, what's the number one thing they been hollering about him? He's an X receiver. That's the
X receiver? Yeah, one number one.
mm-hmm.
I mean,
Number one.
but see, the thing is, you got to give him time to mature. But y'all don't say the same thing about your boy. Y'all swept him down like, oh nah, keep giving it every fucking new year. Hey, gotta let him mature. Let him mature.
You let your
What?
ass come out here and you don't produce and be a superhuman, some freaking mutant in the first year that you here. Your ass is out the door.
I'm telling you.
Them bitch signed Bradley Bozeman, and in the same year they say fuck him. I ain't never
God,
seen nothing like it.
damn.
Yeah, signed a nigga 2 months later. He had to put his house up on Zillow.
So
Yeah, man.
do you think he can possibly be fixed? And by he I mean Leggett.
Yeah, he can. But the thing about it is, he ain't what they think he. He don't play as big as his stature. So you got to play the guy to his skill set. So now they see him play that last year. They know what type of player he is, so they can design the plays him. He is not what they said he was. Now that doesn't mean he's a bad player. Just play him to his skill set. Now, if you draft a receiver, and this year a low round receiver, like say those guys we were saying from like Colorado, Will Shepard or something, that guy. Somebody like that, they're gonna be in the field. We got 2 4th-round picks, right? Or 2 5th-round picks. Which one is it?
2/5.
There'll be a receiver there. Take a receiver there. Then the Bryce guys can be happy. And there's that type of receiver that's just gonna be get open, be a stretch to field. He'll be available there. Since you're gonna just waste it anyway, you talking about trading up.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? If you trading up, guess what's happening to that 5th-round pick? You just gave it away. So keep where you at. Draft the first 3, like we said. After that, if there's a good tight end or a receiver there, I'm telling you, if it's me, and we're in the 4th round, and that doggone receiver, what's that young boy at a small college that had like 1,400 yards of tight end? That guy, he's 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah,
That
we
guy's
just talked about him the other day.
that guy's a problem.
Hey
That's the guy.
man, I'm not even worried because I mean that boy Jatavion Sanders, bro.
No. This guy,
Half
no.
to him.
No, Sanders can't touch him, bro. But if you put them 2 together, oh, you got a problem.
So
Mm-hmm.
do we got a chance to go get him though?
He should be there around the 4th round because he's in a small school. People gonna overlook him like they
So
did
what?
likely, and you pick him up.
So what you do? What you do with Trimble and Ian Thomas?
Ian Thomas gone, bro.
Bye
Ian
bye.
Thomas gone.
Bye bye.
Yeah. So Trimble, if Trimble will take a good deal, you sign him because you need a blocker. Then you have 2 passing and 1 blocking. You got your 3. Because both of those guys are really pass catchers, but that's okay with this kind of league. If you have
Yeah.
Trimble there, you can play Trimble with those 2, and then you can sign a blocking tight end if you need a blocking tight end. They're
So
everywhere. You know,
how would you feel about moving into to fullback?
you don't really play with fullback no more.
But you can't. I mean, you can use him as that option to be a fullback. I mean, if he can just
Yeah,
block, he got better ball handling skills than your boy Ian Thomas.
yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is Trimble's a more all around guy at the end.
Uh,
But you can make him a H back if you want to. I'm just saying is if you think about it, I would go with, like I said, that young man. He's fast too.
Mm-hmm.
You put him with the with Sanders, and and then you pick up another receiver, small receiver or whatever, somebody can get up down the field. Now you built your defense and your offense. Now you're gonna have to pick up a safety in free agency. You know what I'm saying?
And see what I'm saying though, Wally, like he's not just a blocking tight end, bro. That man need if you
I
need him
know.
to get that ball, you know what I'm saying, catch that ball and do something with it. We done seen him. Like I wouldn't see this man be athletic, jumping over motherfuckers and all type of shit.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
basically, you trying again. Now we're building Baltimore because you're trying to have the big tight end, and you're trying to have a likely type, which is going to be Sanders. I'm saying is you can have that,
Uh-huh.
and you know you don't have to. At least I'm saying is this: if I had a choice and I had that young man there, I'd rather get that tight end than a receiver in that time frame because
Uh-huh.
he's better than the receivers.
Okay.
He's just they put him at tight end. He's 6'3" or 6'4", about 240, 230, 240. He's fast.
I mean, he real fast. He makes fast people look not fast.
Exactly.
That's fast. No.
That's what I'm saying. So that's all I'm saying is you look at your you look at your needs, and you stay where you at, and
Yeah.
you pick the best available player that is there. Now, again, the first three, you definitely need those, and I think it's in the order we said. The other ones, if that tight end is there, you pick him up because you don't find guys like that. Then
Right.
you get yourself a receiver that help stretch the field. Now you address your offense, your defense, and you still got a couple picks left. You can pick up a
Uh,
running back. You can pick up a running back late in the round. Now you got somebody to come in there to help out Chuba until old boy comes back. Now
hold
you
on. I'm glad you. I'm just stay right there, Wally. Stay right there. Because what do you do about that situation? Do you even think old boy can even come back?
yeah, I think they rushed him back. Yeah, he'd be fine.
But you think was it a tweak or a full on like
I think it was a tweak, and they were just cautious because if you think about it, what was he coming back for?
what was it, ACL?
No, what was he coming back for? We won't
Oh, I
go
mean,
in nothing, so we don't really know the severity of it. We just guessing.
for what he was coming back like the play wise or something. That's what you mean?
Yeah, what
Oh,
the point was him to get some playing time, right? And they probably said,
right.
"Well, hey, that right there, that was a strain. So let's leave
Okay.
this alone. Bring him back next year." We don't
Okay.
really know. We all guessing.
Oh yeah. I mean, shit. People want to see him. We just drafted this man high. People want to see what he can do.
Yeah,
People
I'm
better
saying it
learn some
this.
goddamn patience. Cause shoot,
There you
Bryce
Yeah.
Young
go.
doing
See,
what I know
tactical
to.
patience, and you need another running back anyway. You don't have no money, so if you get a good running back in the late round, don't flush all your draft pick trying to move up. You take a good running back in the late round, and you fill out your roster. I'm just saying, people not, yeah,
Hey, we
This the
need we
thing.
need a smasher, bro. We need a smasher running
but
back, like a
But if
real
you, like I
physical
said,
one.
this the thing. If you get some players in all these
mm,
positions, especially we're gonna get our defensive guys, but if you do get some offensive weapons, the good thing about it is if it don't work out for Bryce, if he
we
got to
got
get
them.
on out of the way, you got
We
a
got them.
blow full of guys in the building. So when your new quarterback come in, you got a wide receiver that can stretch the field. You got bigger body wide receivers. You got tight ends. You got running backs, and you got a good offensive line. So that's the positive way to look at it. If he leaves, that's all right, because whoever come in got plenty to work with.
Okay. So, do we address that quarterback situation too?
I mean, if it was me, I would, because you need to bring somebody in that not
Mm.
just somebody that he can kind of give him a little push, but somebody that's really going to be competition for him or pass him. At the end of the day, you going into Bryce Young's third year. You can't afford to see, hey, we're gonna try again to see if he still got it. If he ain't got it by now, he ain't gonna get it. So you bring a guy in, that's gonna do more than just push him. Hey, if you
Mhm.
that good, if you the man you say you are, the man everybody expected you to be, then you should be able to beat this rookie out when you going into your third year. And if he can't, be honest in the daggone off season, which I know they're not going to. Even if they bring a guy in, they're gonna sit that guy on the bench and let Bryce play until he plays himself out of the position, and then they'll put the rookie in. But at least bring somebody in that's going to get a honest opportunity to go at this cat.
And
Because
Yeah,
see,
but
this is the thing, the leader on my team cannot be afraid of competition. I'm sorry, you just can't.
yeah, yeah, but here's the thing, Logic. In order to do that, you're gonna sacrifice your linebacker or your defensive end because you got to draft him in the second round.
It's not necessarily, not necessarily. It's some cats out there that's because there's a lot. This is a deep quarterback draft. It's top heavy, but this is a deep quarterback draft. There's some dudes out there that can go later round fifth and beyond that you can get. I know ain't nobody gonna take it serious because of their number, but when it comes to being on the Panther roster, you got an opportunity.
Yeah.
okay,
All I'm saying is, maybe this is wrong, but you know, there's some players that got drafted a couple years
Hmm.
earlier that are out there that that again they didn't get the opportunities or they were in a bad spot. I
Absolutely.
if instead of wasting a draft pick, you pick them up and give them an opportunity, and if it work, it work. Because you know what I'm saying, because we have too many holes to be playing around with. You know
Uh,
what I'm saying? Losing a draft pick
the facts.
uh,
That's why it's
on a
not likely that
quarterback
we'll
that's
get
going to
one.
take. Mm,
That's it's not likely that we get one. But that's just saying what I would want to do. Because at the end of the day, call it for what it is, whether people like it or not. I just don't. I've seen enough, played enough, coached enough Bryce is a guy that needs to be carried. He can find some success when he does have everything around him, but to be clear, that's just not a realistic thing, especially in the NFL, to have everything you need. A defense that can carry you and an offense that all you got to do is just not turn the ball over and you'll win. And that's just not, that ain't us. We're not built like that and we won't be built like that. So I believe I'll be
okay,
wasting our time.
okay, Soprano. So do we also address that cornerback issue though? Because the reason why I say that you got Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson to me, from my self evaluation, he comes up as a rotational piece, not a certified like number one starter, bro. To me,
Yeah. Yeah,
um,
you need a counterpart. You need a counterpart for him. But
he
unfortunately, because of the position of need, because of not being able to stop the run, you gotta address that front first and get a guy later on. I'm sorry, you're gonna get a D tackle, you're gonna get a DN, you're gonna get a linebacker before you get a corner. It's just what it is. Now, the likelihood of that guy hitting and being a guy that goes opposite side of JC Horn, probably not likely. But maybe you get that the next year, but you still don't avoid it. You still grab somebody and maybe keep him in here to develop him. So you got to address it though.
because have you had a chance to like literally evaluate Michael Jackson
He's
at that
he's
cornerback
he's
position?
uh he's decent. He's not no starter. He's decent. He's a decent rotational piece. I give him that.
Okay, so you have paid attention, like because I done seen this man give up a lot
Yeah.
of a lot of plays. He made them back up though. Don't get me wrong, like he made them back up, but it's like I wouldn't trust that to be like my number one, like at all.
Nah.
Like
He don't need to. Nah. He need to come spell your guy out there from time to time, or you know maybe if they want to move him around, put him in the slot sometimes, whatever. But nah, to be a
um,
full time starter, nah, that's not him. You asking too
but
much
we
of him.
we can go ahead and tell the fans right now, bro. Travis Hunter is definitely not a no go. He ain't come here. I'm sorry. I know y'all want that number one pick. It's not gonna happen, bro. He ain't gonna make it that far. And even if he would, I don't even think they would pick him. To be
Nah.
real, because he wants to play both sides of the ball. They're not gonna let him.
true
Nah.
statement. True statement. Hey, Lodge, question.
Yes, sir.
So if you get to the fourth round, you got your linebacker, got defensive end, got your
Mm-hmm.
D tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got a choice. Do you go cornerback, safety, or tight end?
Here's the thing. If you look at our safety, room right now, we in trouble. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to that, but when I say that
Yes,
sucker
sir.
is depleted, so that's the first thing I'm looking at. I know it ain't realistic unless the Panthers are just that smart. But them first couple picks, bro, it's just got to be defense. I'm sorry, it just has to be. So right after that linebacker, the first person I'll be looking at is that safety, bro. We need him bad. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
this is one of those drafts where you might need more than one. We really don't got no safeties, bro.
Yeah, Xavier Woods is on a contract. Fuller was on a
Mm-hmm.
1 year deal. I
Uh-huh.
mean,
Yeah.
there go your two guys that's the starters, and then you cut the what's the
Jamie
dancing ass
Robinson's
boy?
gone. Jamie
You
Jamie
cut
Jamie
him.
Robinson's gone. So yeah, we ain't got nothing, bro. You got to get
You got
that
no
addressed.
safeties.
Nope.
Yeah, man.
So yeah.
What did they do that
Shout
thing?
out to Trail for the super chat that he sent a couple seconds ago. He
Mm-hmm.
said Bryce got 10 games at best. His only hope is to finish 500 and Canada's not losing his job behind Bryce. Shout out to him for that super chat, man. We appreciate that.
Y'all so disrespectful, but y'all forgot about Sam Franklin.
Who?
Damn, who?
He ain't
Nah,
that.
Sam Franklin?
He a free
Sam,
agent.
Who?
Sam,
Free agent.
Yeah, he a free agent. He a free agent. That's what I'm saying. Our whole safety room jacked up. His crazy contracts either got released or they free agents. So we got to
God
address
damn.
that.
Yo,
Yeah, we got to
Logic,
address
one.
read
that.
that. Read
We
that,
got one
Logic.
safety.
Damn, man.
Fuck the safety front seven is. Oh, so you want to go back and double dip? Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. So we don't need nobody on the back end. All right. Like I other than JC, our pass defense is is top 10, right? Nah.
Mm, mm.
The motherfucker said, they said, who? It's Sam Franklin. Who? God damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
He was one that got
I'm,
picked
Regardless,
one
I,
time and ran
I'm
it
with
back.
him.
so
I'm with him. I'm with him though. Build that front seven.
I mean, I get it,
We'll get it.
but that's
Pick up a
only,
safety sooner or later.
that's only if there's a guy there, the guy there that fits the scheme, got the right size, everything, all that stuff got to matter too. It's not just because he got a D tackle or end on the board. Let it be somebody that we can actually use. If not, then you get your safety. But I don't mind that because at the end of the day, you're gonna need more than one person, more than one D tackle and more than one. You need two D ends, so we ain't got one. I don't know if y'all relying on Davion Clowney to be our guy next year. I guess y'all like him. Y'all like him.
What about
They
Josie
like him.
Jewell? Y'all like Josie Jewell?
Yeah, don't. Q,
Josie Jewell?
Q,
I'm
yeah.
not going there. I'm not fucking with that. I'm not.
Nah, no. Answer the question, Q. But you
No,
All
like
right,
Josie
no, I'm
Petey.
not
Jewell?
fucking
All
with
right,
that.
Petey. Get
Okay.
messy. Get messy.
Yeah, you get messy. You get messy.
I'm not fucking with that.
You get messy.
I done had my blood
You get
pressure
messy.
raised up at the front of this video. I'm not doing it.
I said if you want. I'm not a fan.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
I said I'm not a fan. I mean he a good rotational piece, but he ain't no starter. I say that.
Apparently, when the Brents brought him in, they thought he was.
But see, I don't know if y'all had a chance to. Have you heard of this podcast by the name of what is it? One Carolina podcast.
Yeah, I heard of One Dream podcast.
Yeah, man. He had a he had Captain Munnerlin on there, man. And Cap said some things on there that really had my eye opening. What we already assumed. He said it. So I don't forget one thing that stuck with me was it was some of the I want to say some of the key players that they had at a certain point in time. How they was, I guess, I gotta go watch it again because I watched it probably like a week ago. But he was saying some things that pretty much that everybody else was already or what we was thinking. That's exactly what it was
Mm.
about this defense. How they lost like I said, how they lost their essence or as an organization. You know, being that backbone. So I got to go back and watch it. But he said some really good cool things on there, man.
Hmm. Yeah. I let me tell you something, Petey. I watch other shit, but then it's like I take it with a grain of salt because
Okay.
some of these boys are so DreamWorks like Monsters Inc. type of niggas, man, where they'll just go to sleep and dream some shit and just make it a reality the next day. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah, I watch it, but then it's like, nah, I don't even have the patience to stomach some of that shit, man. And it's
Okay.
like if it's so outlandish, yeah, I watch the thumbnail and I'll be like, I ain't clicking on that stupid shit, man. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, me personally, like I try to keep pretty much go through this podcasting thing kind of like as a Carolina fan, you know what I'm saying? We being fans of the team or we being fans of the athlete itself, like that one person. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
me personally, I go and watch everybody's content and this here. I don't gotta totally agree with you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But I'll go watch some of your stuff and see, you know what I'm saying, certain things that may or may not make sense. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for me to you know what I'm saying, for me to judge, but I mean I go in there and listen in a little bit and see some you know what I'm saying, see where your head is. And I go through everybody and just like see what they thinking or how they feel about the organization.
Okay, Petey.
Here
This
we
what I'm
go.
saying when I say this.
Uh,
Okay, for a motherfucker to look at us and see that last year we went 2 games, this year we went 5 games, but a motherfucker saying some shit like we're gonna win the
mm,
division, or with Bryce Young, he's the future for the next 4 or 5 years. Instantly, when I hear that shit, that type of shit right there, I
yeah.
tune out. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's unrealistic. Oh yeah, that's definitely
When you start talking that type of shit like that right there, or everything with you is so hunky dory, everything is so uplifting. The realistic think about it. If we losing, how could you be happy about us losing? You get what I'm saying?
that's
What's the
true.
positive outlook of us losing? And they'll put their head to the clouds and then they'll sit here and like I said, put a scripture on that shit and they'll be loving
Mm,
it. Hey, to each his own, man. Some people choose not to even deal in the realm of reality, and
yeah.
some people just choose to, I'm gonna stay away from the good and the bad of the team. We're just gonna speak about the good only, and that
Okay.
shit right there is not doing anything. You know
See,
what I'm saying?
you're being political correct. See, I thought you had
Basically,
the niggardry in you.
basically,
He
basically.
being politically correct. I see he being very politically correct. What you want to say is, now I'm at the channel my inner cue. These niggas ain't shit, and most of them that are saying that stuff, you listen to those podcasts, they're hoping on a dream,
Okay.
Mhm.
and that hope
Potential.
is yeah. And the thing about it, I think it's disingenuous for this reason. You have a lot of people that are listening to them and don't do any research. So you're leading these guys to a fatal funnel. It's like somebody's got
Mhm.
an ambush down there, and they finna ambush, and you're leading them to the fatal funnel, and you're just going, follow me. I got you.
Mhm.
It's okay, but it ain't. It ain't okay. And my thing is, there's a balance. There's a balance between the being totally realistic and having some hope. What we try to do here is have a balance. Q ain't
Mm.
balanced, but we all try to get him on the, give him.
What the fuck you mean,
Oh
Wale?
man.
I'm balanced.
So
Wale, before we got Bryce Young, I would still look at the positives in everything that we would do. And then once we got this nigga, and you realize the reality is you stuck with this son bitch for the next 4 years, it's just like all the fight went up out of me.
right.
There is no reason for me to sit here and try to act like this shit gonna get better with him here. It's not.
Yeah, I know. You got the hopelessness. The hopelessness is usually the thing you come to before suicide happens. So we need to get you back to some light. No
What
more hope.
Wiley? You know what trips me out is these same boys that'll come out here and say Bryce is this and Bryce is that. When Bryce stunk this bitch up last year, and when he stunk up them first 2 games of the season, guess what they did? They disappear. They
Yeah,
haul ass.
Sure
They
did.
quit. You get what I'm
Sure did.
saying? We
dude.
had a nigga that got a podcast made Bleacher Report for quitting the fucking Panthers. And guess what he just did? He just started doing video 3 weeks ago about the Panthers again. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
yeah, yeah,
How, you get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
How the fuck do you quit on the team, quit on making content, and then
And
turn around and say, "Oh, I didn't mean that,"
Oh damn.
because, like
but
I
people
said,
following you?
disingenuous because they don't know no better. Unfortunately, people don't know that there's a whole bunch of people out here just out here trying to make some money. So they're gonna twerk it up and they're gonna say what they gotta say, and that's about it. That's about
Man,
it.
once a nigga quit on the team and then say, "Well, I got mental issues. I got to go through this shit right here, over there." That tell me everything I need to know about you.
You
That's
unstable?
it.
You
Well,
unstable?
I'll be damned.
You unstable?
That's what niggas trying to say.
Oh, okay.
That's what niggas trying to say. I mean, how much of a lie gonna work? You ain't unstable when you put that piece of chicken in your fucking mouth. You wasn't
Uh-oh.
unstable then.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All
When
it,
us,
Okay.
when
hey, Q.
unstable when you would get some pussy that night. But oh, okay,
Hey,
now
hey,
you unstable.
But
hey.
see, like I said, I don't like I said, I don't agree with everybody's you know what I'm saying, everybody sometimes. But like when I was a part of the other podcast, 704, man, when I got kicked off, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying, with Twan. Yeah, this is a shot at Twan. Pow, 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 pow. No, I'm playing. I ain't get kicked off. No, I ain't get kicked off, man.
Messy, messy,
Being
messy.
messy as hell, ain't
Messy
I?
Petey.
Let me stop, man. We just had creative differences. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to be the star. You know what I'm saying? I can't share to being the star with like 4 other people, man. I'm the focus. You know what I'm saying? That was our problem. You know. So I just no I'm playing.
That is wild.
No, I'm playing. Nah, but we like I said, we didn't always agree. Shit, me and Twan, he have his beliefs, and I have mine. But
Hmm.
at the same time, like I say, I still, you know what I'm saying, be there and support. And just like I support y'all as well, too. Everybody with their content, man. Especially Goat. Goat be in and out with his sometimes, but Goat be wrong with his, bro.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's the wrath of God. But go mean he hell bent on whatever it is he hell bent on. So
Yep. Yep, that's true.
most of the time, I make the thumbnail and get the fuck out the way. You know what I'm saying? I
Goat be
let him
wrong.
have it.
I think it be wrong, bro. Straight wrong. No chasing.
Yeah, yeah.
By the
I
time we
mean,
got there, though.
it's all about you know realistically viewing what you see on the field should align with what you hear on podcasts. And a lot of the times you don't hear that. Like a nigga, we'll lose a game, but a nigga tell me, "Oh, it's all cool though. We'll pick up next week." Or like how prime example, Xavier Leggett dropped a couple of balls. Now they say he ain't an X receiver. They done call him every name in the book. But just a couple of weeks before the season, he was everything. He was water. He was spring water from the natural springs. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
He
you,
was
Jesus. Thank
Yeah,
you, Jesus.
this nigga
Thank
was
you, Jesus.
everything.
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
He was
Yeah.
everything. But nah, he ain't shit.
Yeah, I know.
That's
That's a
crazy,
little
man.
disingenuous. Yeah,
But
I
the
know.
problem is they won't look and say, okay, well, why he ain't shit. It's think about it. If you're a receiver, it's a dependent position, and he looked good with Andy Dalton.
Sure
All of a
did.
sudden, another motherfucker come back and he don't look good with him. Interesting. That's all I'm gonna say.
I agree. I
I
agree.
mean,
I agree.
Petey, your whole receiving corps look terrible. You can't find a number one receiver to save your life. What does that tell you?
The quarterback is bad.
Exactly. But they won't say that. They'll sit here and well, it's the receiving corps, it's the tight ends, it's the line. Last year was the line. They when they got 2 players, fixed the line, and they still can't get a number one receiver.
So, I know what it is. Now I know what it is, Q. We gotta go get
Don't you
Devontae
say
Smith.
separation? Don't you
No,
say
no, no.
separation?
I mean, that is what it's about. That's what it's
Oh
about.
Lord.
But they also say, I think what we need to do to fix it, because I'm all about solutions. How about we
Mm.
go get Devontae Smith? We go get Julio Jones, not Julio Jones, but what's your
T.
boy that plays for Denver?
Higgins.
You get Higgins and all them boys from Alabama. Good deal.
Boy, they love that boy T. Higgins, boy.
Yeah, yeah.
The problem is, Peter, you can go get T. Higgins. Hell, you can go get Jerry Rice himself and put him back in his prime. Not even Jerry Rice could come out here and be a number one receiver with Bryce Young. He just can't do it.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah.
Not even Jerry Judy.
Jerry Judy, Judge Judy, Judy, whatever Judy you want to put out in that motherfucker. None of them can come out here and be good with this boy.
Right, man.
As long as he here, you will not have a number one receiver. I can promise you that.
Mm-mm-mm. Terrible.
And
Yes, sir.
to anybody that want to take that bet, I'll take that bet to anybody. As long as this nigga here, you will not have a number one receiver to come out here and get 1,200 yards. You won't have that shit.
I know.
Well,
I
I
can tell you
agree
what
with
wide
that.
receiver I like.
Go ahead. Who is it?
Coker. Jalen Coker is a motherfucker out there monster to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jalen Coker is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Ain't saying nothing bad about the young man. The young man was undrafted. He did with Jalen. Here's the funny part. Remember when we started last year, Q, talking about players? It was at the beginning. Jalen was talking about Jalen, remember? Holy cross. We were like, who is this guy Jalen keep talking about? Then all of a sudden, watch this. You know people be watching podcasts. Then Jalen was talking about his route running and all this. Then that little young boy with the number 89, that guy, all of a sudden, oh, he's the best route runner ever. See right here. See, he's talking about 89.
Oh my God.
Because
Oh my
Jalen
God.
was talking about it beforehand. You know how people be watching podcasts. Now all of a sudden, he's the greatest ever. Then watch it. That guy, the undrafted guy, becomes good, and he's a genius. But the other people we told us to draft, what happened to them?
Hey, is that CNC? Is it CNC? Is that wrong with CNC?
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Oh my God, boy. My boy funny as hell, dog. And I seen that one too. I seen that one.
Hey.
Hey, you a funny motherfucker. You hear me? A funny motherfucker.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all like this right here. I've gotten to the point, like I say, if I just step back, not listen to some of this dumb shit that's going around the Panther land, that's the best way for me to be able to come and bring y'all content. If I just stay away from the stupid shit that people saying around here,
dummy shit.
It's straight crash test dummy shit they be talking around here, man. You got one, and like I said, to each his own. If y'all love that, I promise you, if y'all like it, I love it.
Right.
Y'all like it, I love it. There's only a handful of people that I can consistently say, hey, I watch, and I pick up, like I sit down and I just watch them whenever they on, I click on it. And one of them just happened to be, like I said, shout out to two fans. Two fans. Now it's CJ with his channel, but I consistently watch them boys on the strength of, they were realistic. There's a lot of fanning, but they were realistic as well. Yeah, well.
Do you know what I respect about you, Q though? Y'all don't never go on there and be like, don't go watch this shit though. Y'all never go on there and be like, hey, but don't go check out y'all go there. Y'all do that.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. Like if you got somebody you like or you love, man, to each his own. I'm not. You won't see me over there. Now.
And that's your preference.
Yeah, that's your preference. Everybody got their own preference, man.
Can't get mad because I don't watch those shit. I done heard plenty of podcasts just say, yeah, I don't watch any other content. You know, but I know they lying.
Yeah, here's the Petey. That's been proven a lie because I remember saying some stuff. And remember, Q, we were doing the off season. It was before the draft. Remember, we were doing stuff about the Charlotte the Charlotte Hornets. Remember
Charlotte Hornets, right?
Yeah, the football team. Remember, I was doing that. Then I talked about the likelihood of people being a Hall of Famer. Remember, we did shows on that. I did shows with Jay Issue. And then yeah. Magically, Petey, the people that don't listen to us, and those are Saturday shows, right? Those Saturday shows, Q, me, Jay Issue, that was it. We probably have 40 people chat, and then all of
Uh,
a sudden, a lot of my content that I was just coming out the top of my head was making on the bigger podcasts that they don't listen.
oh
How
wow.
is it possible you're quoting the same shit I'm quoting when I just made it up?
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Not
I'm
Wally
just
Wow.
saying.
digging, not Wally digging an ass right there.
I'm just
Golly.
saying. I'm just saying.
Big
If
Webby.
if the shoe fit, you hear me?
You
Cause
gotta
that means,
wear it.
hey, if you're not listening, you ain't hearing it either.
You gotta wear it.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
I'm
But
just
see, hold
saying.
on. But see, I want to get back to Q real quick because something he said about
Hmm?
that one show. Could it be that you know what I'm saying there is a median or a category within the Carolina's uh the Carolina Panthers type of content? You got that red pill and you got that blue pill. If I had to say give Black Cat Panther podcast a category, I have to put y'all as red pill. The
Hmm.
other one, I would have to say I have to give a blue pill. It's make the people feel better type shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna give you the raw end.
Well, they understand positivity sells, and at the end of the
Right.
day, they realize if I say all the right things and then I come out here and I'm pro Panther, pro this, pro that, no pushback whatsoever, or no realistic way of looking at things, they feel
Uh,
like they'll grow the fastest. And it's
uh,
to me,
okay. Strategy.
me personally, that's ass kissing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just me personally. I've never been an ass kisser. Or I've never been the type of a guy that even if I watch a team or support a team, I'm gonna look at the good and the bad. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Like fuck the bullshit.
Yeah, that's built on BS. Hey, what's up, CJ?
Cuz,
Don't
Yo,
be it.
yo, y'all hear me?
Yeah.
what's going on, cuz?
What's going on, man? Tired as hell, man. What did I walk into up here?
Oh, hey, we were just sitting here after we talked about the linebackers. We just started doing a little Carolina event session.
Yeah,
Oh, I
my,
got you, man.
my
Hey, I
my bad,
apologize,
my
Q.
bad,
I know I was
CJ.
supposed to call you back
Yeah,
earlier, but I got back in last night and I ain't too long woke up.
Cuz it's all good. Like I said, on your time, like I said, we got this week, next week, we got to that, we got any time.
I
I
got
mean,
you. I got you.
the season over with, kind
Yeah.
of.
Hmm?
yeah,
It's kind of over with. You know what I'm saying? Just got the Super Bowl after that. It's over with.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
this shit over with. That's why we're on the tailgate.
yeah, and hey, I'm sorry, CJ. I was waiting a little bit. I want to get you caught. No, crossfire. My bad.
No stray.
Yeah, hey, look, I don't care. I was listening to the last part of this, and I just wanted to say the good part of all this to me is, you know, I didn't know how much fun I was going to have doing a podcast until we started doing a podcast. Like, I just enjoyed coming up here and having my opinion. And my opinion is vastly different from a lot of y'all, but I don't love anybody no less. You know what I mean?
Totally,
Mm-hmm.
And I,
totally.
I think that's the thing a lot of people get caught up on. You get on some podcasts and people like, no, you wrong. I mean, you wrong and I'm right. And I'm just like, okay, you can tell me I'm wrong, 365 days a year. I don't give a damn. You tell me I'm wrong all day. I'm up here giving you
Mm-hmm.
my opinion. You know what I mean?
True.
So, but yeah,
Yeah, but
Think about it, CJ. Me and you probably differ on just about everything that on how we see the team, I would say. But there's always been like that mutual respect there where, okay, CJ differs from this, but I still fuck with CJ. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I like to say this: we can always attack the topic, but when you get up here and start attacking each other, that's when I tune out. I just be like, all
Mm.
right, cool. You can have all that shit.
Oh
I,
no,
I
that
We
might
can
be
sit
with
here and
you though.
argue about the
It's
Panthers
fuck you with
all day.
Petey. It's fuck you with
that
Petey. Fuck
that
fuck
that's
CJ. I don't watch CJ shit.
yeah
I don't watch
that
CJ
that
shit.
yeah
No.
that's true, CJ. But the thing is, you have been consistent. I know where you stand, and I know
Mm-hmm.
where I can find you. These other ones, though, one minute they saying one thing, the next minute they saying another. I'm like, whoa.
And
I,
then they'll go take a 6 month break like nothing to it. Shit.
yeah, I'm done with it.
Yeah. But you know what? Hey, to each his own, dog. To each his own.
To each his own, man. That's what I
Yeah.
was saying earlier.
Hey, but I wish Goat was up here, man. I went down to the Shrine Bowl and I was trying to check out some of the defensive linemen. There was a couple good ones down there.
Okay,
It was a couple good ones.
talk to me.
Hey, I would say keep an eye out on my man from Maryland, Jordan Phillips. When I say that
Phillips.
boy is built like a daggone tank, that's a big
Mm.
dude. I got an interview with him after the game. But the one thing I did learn on this trip is you have to get there for the practices. The
Mm.
practices are the most important thing. Them cats get out here in these games. It's just like, okay, we're gonna get out here, we're gonna play. But they go all out in those practices. But that's where they have the most NFL representatives out there watching them to it as well.
Oh
So
wow.
Mm-hmm.
I caught the practice on Tuesday. Mind you, they started practice on I think Saturday. So they had Saturday, Sunday, Monday. When I got there, it was kind of a glorified walkthrough. They didn't have any pads on. They were out there with helmets and stuff on. But my man Jordan Phillips, he's a big dude, but he's hella quick. He's got a good first step getting off the ball. Talking Hemingway, my man from South Carolina, he was
Oh
because
yeah.
it was lopsided as all get out. It was a blowout. The East beat the West 25-0. But Hemingway did get a couple sacks and got some pressure. But yeah, man, it was a good experience. It was a good experience. Kobe Bryant was down there down in the first 3 days of practice. Like I said, when I got there, he didn't practice that last day, and then he was just in Jersey for the game. He didn't play. One thing I learned while I was down there too, a lot of them guys come down there and they practice and then they dip. A lot of them don't even make it to the game.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I
but yeah,
think that was Mike Green did that. He practiced and he hauled tail, right?
did he?
Yeah,
He
yeah. I
wasn't the
don't think
Senior
he
Bowl,
played
right?
in the
Nah,
game.
he ain't playing the game. He ain't playing the game. He ain't need to play in the game. What he did, he was.
Yeah, practice. He was over there trucking everybody and pushing everybody out. So I see him with his little arms. I
Mm-hmm.
like him. I like him, but he got them little arms.
Hey, but hey, Q. Remember that? What'd you say? Oh, he played Marshall. Who played Marshall? There was some big boys out there. He truck that dude.
That was a 300-pound dude he put on his tail.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Did he bend? Did he bend that corner?
Well, now wait a minute, Wiley. He had that low bottom half. He wasn't. I don't know. He just got good bull rushing strength from what I saw from the videos, but it's like he still misses something. You know what I'm saying? Can he do that to an NFL lineman? You get what I'm saying?
Well, he did that. He did that to that
That's the
guy that's
question.
at Ohio State that's supposed to be getting drafted.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, he hurt him. Yeah, he hurt his draft a little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man. Anybody else you saw out there that was looking pretty good, CJ?
I was going to answer Kenny's question in the chat, and I did talk with C.J. West, the defensive lineman from Indiana. He said that he interviewed with the Panthers. Tonka Hemingway said he interviewed with the Panthers, and that's not defense lineman, but Luke Lachey, the tight end out of Iowa. He
Ooh.
interviewed. He said he interviewed with 31 teams, 31 to 32, but the Panthers were one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You think we gonna actually look his way?
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of hope so. But the one thing I would say, now I'm only 5'10". Now, Luke Lachey 6 whatever. But I mean, when I say I felt like my arm was about as big as his whole damn body. He's a slim dude.
Mm. Oh, so what you
He a
saying?
slim
Like,
dude, but I think he's gonna be a good pass catcher though.
so you say
We
he's
need
frail?
another guy. Yeah, we definitely need another guy, dog. Cause I like Jatavion
Mm-hmm.
Sanders, but if we had a dual tight end threat, like a two blankets for the quarterback, that would make life a lot easier for the young fella. Um, and does he block well?
He that frail? I doubt it.
I gotta go back and look because all I've heard about was his pass catching skills. Now, mind you, he's a tight end coming out of Iowa. I'm going to assume that he's not a total slouch when it comes to blocking. But I gotta go back and look at his tape.
But you said your hand was like what about size of his body?
No, not literally. I'm just saying he was a lot slimmer than I thought he was gonna be. I'm just saying it seemed like my arm was about as big as his body. He was just slimmer than I thought he was. I thought he was bigger than that. Pause. But you know what I mean.
I mean, that go to tell you right now, he ain't no blocker. If his body like that, gotta have some size to you, my boy. Gotta eating your Wheaties.
Yeah.
Well,
That's crazy.
He'd be there in the late round, that's for sure. 4th, 5th round. That when they draft tight ends. I'm just saying. Hey,
come on,
man.
Another dude with Ahmed Hassanin from Boise State, the defensive lineman. He was out there putting on a good show in practice before I got there, and I actually got to interview him, but he didn't play in the game as well. As soon as that last day of interviews popped up, he left.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a lot of interviews you were able to grab because I saw that one from the Charlotte Observer. Man, look, man, that was pretty good. Like I saw you out there doing your thing, Mike K.
Yeah, like I said, this was my first time, and I learned a whole lot. First of all, I learned I need to be there when all this stuff starts. That's the first thing I learned. And then, the second thing I learned, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of out there because, like I said, it was my first media event I went to, and I was out there like, trying not to bother people. And I realized I was like, nah, damn all that. And say I'll run to people, I'll be like, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? They'd be like, yeah, sure. And all the guys, they were really cool with it, But yeah, it was a good experience, man. It was a real good experience. My first time in Texas. My first time at Cowboy Stadium, as much as I dislike the Cowboys, that stadium is nice. It's real nice. Yeah, I actually got to shake a Deion hand, and it was funny because he was kind of walking towards us, and I moved around. I had my phone out recording, and he was shaking people's hand, and I stuck my hand out, and I said, "What's going on, Coach Prime?" I was like, "How you doing?" And he took my hand, but he kind of looked at me like, "Who in the world are you?"
Hey, Coach Prime, yes sir, Prime Time, my guy.
Yeah, man.
Legend in the making.
Second hand, Coach Prime.
I had to look down just now to see if he was on the line. Okay, God.
Prime time. Man.
Oh, hey, I got a picture with Eddie George. He was there as one of the Hall of Fame inductees. Yo,
oh wow,
Eddie George is a tall dude. He's a tall dude. When I look back at the picture, I was like, damn.
Eddie G.
Well, Eddie George is like what, 6'2"?
6'4".
Nah, he got to be about 6'3", 6'4".
He about 6'4".
Eddie George, the running back?
Yeah,
the running back. Yes.
Damn, I had no idea he was that big.
That
Him and you remember Sean Merriman?
Yeah, the edge, the linebacker.
Lights out.
Lights out. He was out there. Got a picture of him. Dude, look, he kind of stooped down in the picture. I was like, Jesus Christ. I ain't gonna lie, I looked up to him. I was like, damn.
Oh wow. Sound like to me, you need to be doing a takeaways. Like, let me tell you something. First of all, somebody was asking what's your channel. I got the channel highlighted right there. The Armchair GM CJ. We're gonna definitely have him on. That way we can, like I said, support our brethren over here and trying to get his channel back up and popping. As well as, like I said, anytime y'all boys looking, that young fella right there is always out and about doing things. Shout out to him. Lord have mercy.
Appreciate
you. Shout out to him for putting that work in.
That's work right there.
I'm glad somebody think I'm young. That's all right.
Oh wow, you are young. Hey.
You ain't 50, so
thank you.
I ain't too far.
Come on, Wiley got a foot in the grave already, man. God, I just play a while.
Y'all leave Wiley alone.
I just play a while.
You see what I got to put up with, CJ? See what I got to put up with?
Old Grandpa Wiley
I'm
over here,
saying,
man.
doggone
Yes, sir.
Similac behind your ears, Q.
Oh, wet behind the ear, huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got plenty of time to go to your funeral, Wiley. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's
Wow.
crazy. That's fucked up.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You just let me know what day works for you, CJ. Like I said, we available, and we'll make sure we make time, whatever day, morning, noon, or night.
All right, I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Speaking of which, ain't nothing going on here, so I guess we'll start getting last words. And I got in the Discord, I have the game streaming live for everybody who want to watch the Senior Bowl. It's streaming live. I put the link in the chat already, so y'all can pull up there and fellowship with the other people that's in the Discord. But anyway, Petey, quick, give me your last words.
Hey man, everybody be patient, man. Continue to watch all the content, man. That Black Cat 704 fans. I mean, two fans in the stand. I mean, all these other content, man. Everybody's pushing content, man. Take your time and then go. You know what I'm saying? And go watch. Stay tuned, man. Keep pounding. Over and out.
Yes, sir. Brother Wiley, talk to me.
Well, it's another day and another day of the niggerish with Q. I'll make sure
Yeah.
that I keep that same energy. But
Yeah. Pure tea nigga today. Pure tea.
yeah. Now it was a nice conversation. It was nice to see that we're thinking about building the defense the right way. Defensive tackle, then we go defensive end, then we go linebacker, and then after that we can go with safety. But I'm saying we build the defense up and down the middle, and we'll have something that we can stand on, whether we keep the young fella or not. Panthers Germany out.
All right, all right. Who we got left? Brother Logic, talk to me. If you're there. Huh? CJ.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Yes, sir.
I would just say like y'all was saying, I agree with Wiley. We got to start with this damn defense. I absolutely have to. Whether you get an edge first or a defensive tackle first, you got to start from the trenches and work it back. Now, mind you, we do need help on all three levels of defense, but I guess it all depends on what the Panthers are going to do in free agency. I know we don't have any money now, but there are some ways that the Panthers can clear up some money. So I hope that Brant Tillis and all the expertise that he's brought over here and doing contracts and stuff. I hope it'll kind of pan out the way it did last year with Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis, because the first years of their contracts were kind of, very team friendly, and then they hit us over the head this year. So hopefully he can do that in free agency. We can free up some more money. But yeah, we definitely got to start on the defensive side of the ball, and I appreciate y'all letting me up here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, look, make no mistake about it. If you made it to this point in the video, we want you to like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, the link to CJ's channel is already in the chat. Go over there, subscribe. The link to the Discord is already out there. So show your boy some love, man. It's Saturday, and we in ya.